Hello FPL managers and welcome back to a bumper FPL Live by Fantasy Football Hub. We will be talking you through no less than 10 4pm Premier League games live from an FPL perspective. We will bring you all the goals, assists, bookings, injuries, dodgy VAR decisions and anything else live as it happens, but most importantly what this means for FPL. We will also keep an eye on the league table and what the results mean for the likes of Chelsea. We have two Chelsea fans in the house today. Man United, Leicester, Watford, Aston Villa and Bournemouth, amongst others. My name is Andrew and I'm joined once again by one of the best FPL managers of all time. This guy has never finished outside the top 35k in 13 seasons of playing. He has 7 top 10k finishes, is well on his way to another, and also has 2 top 500 finishes. He's one of our 2 Chelsea fans today. It's legendary Rich Clarke. Rich, are you prepared for a crazy couple of hours?
Thanks, Andrew. Yes, absolutely. Going to be very nerve-wracking from just a, Champions League perspective, but also the end of season running. Yeah, so really wish I could watch 10 screens at once, but I just have to watch one.
It's going to be absolutely nice and nuts. And today we are very fortunate to have a special guest, also a Chelsea fan, and a new Fantasy Football Hub contributor who writes a brilliant weekly differential article. It's Harry, aka at FPL Tips. Harry, are you looking forward to your FPL Live debut?
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm slightly more nervous about the football and Chelsea's result and my fantasy team as well, actually, than this. But no, looking forward to it.
And you were on free hit, Harry, was that right?
Yeah, free hit. 10 out of 11 of them starting, so can't complain too much.
Okay, we will run through the teams now and what it means for our teams. For those who haven't seen the teams, some absolutely crazy team sheets. Especially for Liverpool, we will run through them now. Please give us a wave or a hello in the live chat and tell us where you are from, what you want from the 4pm games, and who your captain is for this week. We are very interested to know. Hopefully, it's not Salah or Mahrez, but we'll touch on that in a second. Also, any questions, comments, or anything else, please get them up for us to discuss in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking the red button at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and also please press the like button if you enjoy our content. At halftime we will bring you the bonus points and our famed halftime quiz. At some point during the show we will also share our Twitter free Hub 2021 membership winner. To have a chance of winning, go to @FFH_HQ on Twitter and follow the instructions on the pinned tweet. In terms of live data, our FPL data source needs a little while to update with the deadline, but we will share captain and ownership stats as soon as we get them. So on to the games. And Rich, could you talk us through your 4 lineups today, including your featured game, Man City versus Norwich?
Yeah, sure. So if news hasn't reached you already, this was probably the most awaited lineup, the Pep Roulette for this week. Most people looking for triple City assets and possibly to captain someone from there. So probably the biggest news is that Phil Foden retains his place from last week and starts ahead of Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, a very popular pick. A lot of people second guessed thought he would play today due to a couple of recent benchings, but he doesn't. He starts on the bench. David Silva, as expected, plays his last home game at the Etihad. And the popular Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus all start. In defence, it's Walker, Garcia, Laporte and Cancelo, with Rodri in the holding role. I won't run through the full Norwich side, but I would say that they do start with Pukki and Cantwell as being people that, some people might have them as a cheap free hit player, and Hernandez also starts up front. So that's pretty much the Norwich game. I think it's going to be a torrid afternoon for Norwich as they put up a big wall to try and stop Man City. I'll move on to the next game, which is Leicester versus Man United. There's far fewer changes in the lineups for this game. In terms of actual changes, Brandon Williams replaces Luke Shaw at left back. Matic partners Pogba in the front of the defence. And the regular 4 attackers of Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood all start for United. Moving on to Leicester, they're having to put out a bit of a threadbare defence with James Justin, Wes Morgan, and Johnny Evans acting as almost like three centre backs, with Luke Thomas and Mark Albrighton supporting a five-man midfield, which features Tielemans and Didi and Choudhury. They look, Leicester, as if they're set up for the counter, because Iheanacho and Vardy are both starting the game. Moving on quickly to Palace v Spurs. For Tottenham, it's a very settled side as they look to nail sixth place this afternoon. I know you're looking at their result, Andrew. They are actually the form team in the Premier League at the moment. So Harry Kane starts up front, supported by Son, Lo Celso and Lucas. And Harry Winks and Sissoko are the deeper line midfielders. And the popular Serge Aurier, who I bought in today as one of my transfers, starts at right back alongside the returning Eric Dyer, who comes back after his ban and starts alongside Ben Davis and Toby Alderweireld. We've got one more to go, I think. Palace. Palace are really scraping the barrel for a defence. Wow. They have Ward, Koyate, Scott Dan and Mitchell at the back, hoping to repel Jose's boys today. And they'll probably set up in a low block. So therefore, Townsend, McCarthy, MacArthur and Jeff Schlupp will probably sit in front of them as a back eight, I should imagine. If they want to go for something, then Ayew and Zaha do start up front for them. So that's the third game. And then I'll rush through the last one, which is the relegation clash at Goodison. Bournemouth need to win this one in order to stand any chance of staying up. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Everyone remember Dominic Calvert-Lewin? He was in all our teams. Well, he's dropped today. He's finally been dropped for that. If anyone had still had him in their side, then you're not even going to get a start from him. Moise Kean gets a start up front alongside Richarlison. Gylfi Sigurdsson is in the side along with the popular Lucas Dean. Also Mason Holgate, who a lot of people had in the run-in. He doesn't recover from injuries, so Branthwaite comes in. I think he's a very cheap free hit defender that a lot of people would have had. So I think he was about 3.8 million or something. He was very cheap. So he starts in the heart of defence. And for Bournemouth, as I say, you have to win. They start Callum Wilson and Dom Solanke up front. And finally, so King is in, Lerma is in, Gosling and David Brooks are in. And the old budget favourite, Diego Rico, gets a start alongside Kelly, Cook and Smith in defence. That's me. That's 4 games.
Thanks, Rich, for that detail. That you've never had to run through 8 teams before in about 5 minutes flat of you. But some interesting teams there. You got to fancy Kane and Son. Neither of I've got in my team against that Palace team, and very much a surprise for Calvert-Lewin. He seems to have just dropped off a cliff. Interesting for Moise Kean, because I do think he's a bit of an underrated player, Moise Kean. But yeah, just to quickly catch up in the chat, we have in the chat, we have Seb Fox. He's after a Sterling hat-trick and 2 assists, plus Silva 2 goals and 3 assists. Not asking for much there, Seb, but after last week, I don't think that's out of the realms of possibility, because for Seb last week, everything that could go right actually did. John Tyner, TA to come off the bench and assist, Jesus to score and Dilver to score big. Metal Cleats saved the lineup, saved him from Salah. Had to abandon KDB and Sterling. Let's hope Jesus, Antonio Mahrez outscore them. Hassan Sterling will surely aim for the golden boot, absolutely. Just on that Man City game, we'll touch on Man City are 33-1 on to win that game, which I don't think I've ever seen that in a football match. Unless it was like a Premier League team in the FA Cup against someone else. I think
they were probably 20-1 to win the other one, and they lost, didn't they?
You're right. 33-1 on is quite unbelievable. Jay Weewall, Kane is my concern. I don't have him. Yeah, he's looking a bit like a bit more like his old self. Ezekiel Rose, hi all from Mauritius. Hello there, Ezekiel. Great to have you on the stream. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Mauritius. David Silva, captainer. Great pick. He's actually my advice. I bottled it in the end and went for Sterling, but I think he's a really good pick. D-Raj, hi lads. Tips just so you know. D-Raj lets us know straight away when all the goals are going in. He is the man on the button. Welcome, D-Raj. Annie, are you okay? Dog keeping out the boomer. Dog DGG, sorry. David De Gea. Kangara, hello FPL fam, hello there Kangara, welcome back. Denver says his team is Patricio, Peters, Sice, Bardi, so a double Burnley defence, KDB, Silva, Sterling triple captain. Denver, I'm very jealous of you having kept back that triple captain on Sterling, Martial, Bruno, Kane and Ings. No Liverpool, you are winning there Denver. You could be on for a massive week there. Alan Motardi, hello folks, hope we get a good game week to end the season. Absolutely. We'll touch back on the rest now, but let's just get in all the team news before the start. Harry, could you give us the team news from your 3 games, including your featured game, Chelsea and Wolves?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start away from that with the Arsenal lineup.
Yeah.
Fairly as expected. The only sort of omissions are that we have Saka and Nketiah both being benched this week. So they line up with Martinez as expected in goal, Tierney, Holding, Louise, and then Maitland-Niles in at right back. Ceballos and Xhaka in Holding, and then a midfield 3 we see Aubameyang, Pepe, and then Willock getting a start this week with Lacazette up front. And then Watford are very unchanged. The likes of Troy Deeney, Sarr, Doucouré, and Ben Foster all starting as you'd expect for them, as they look for something to try and keep themselves in the league.
Need something, don't they? Sure.
Another probably predictable but highly anticipated lineup, the Burnley, especially the Burnley defence. I think a lot of us are waiting for. Sort of as expected, we get Nick Pope in goal, and then Tarkowski, Peters, Bardsley, and Kevin Long, the back 4. A start for Josh Brownhill in midfield, but starts for Jay Rodriguez and Chris Wood up front. And then on to Brighton, we see a potential change to a back 3, which could see Lamptey, which I know some of you may own, pushed into a wing-back role. As expected, we see Dunk, Webster, and Dan Burn all start in defence. Mopai, a nice 4.2 enabler starting for them as well. Trossard does drop to the bench if any of you were holding him as a differential as well. Finally, the most important game of the day, the Chelsea Wolves match. Chelsea keep a back 3 this game, so Rudiger, Zuma, Azpilicueta back 3. Interestingly, Kepa loses his place, so we have Willy Caballero at the back. And then the other change is Pulisic comes in for Willian, which I was quite surprised to see. But we'll see.
I'm quite surprised at that, actually.
Yeah, I thought they'd both be in. I thought we'd find room for both of them. But it's interesting. I think Willian maybe looks a bit knackered, so maybe that's he needs the full.
I wonder who's going to be on penalties then.
Probably
Jorginho again, won't he? He'll get them back, won't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, Wolves, sort of, again, we've got the normal Jimenez, Doherty all starting. Moutinho, for once, drops to the bench. Probably one of the first games he's not started for them when fit this season, as they go for just the midfield 2 of Neves and Dendoncker, and also no room for Traore on the wing as Neto and Jota start out wide for them.
Thank you very much for that, Harry. Some interesting lineups there. And finally, I'll just run through the last 3. So for those who haven't seen the Newcastle-Liverpool lineup, buckle up if you own Liverpool assets. Firstly, onto Newcastle, they line up pretty much as expected and as they have done in the last few weeks. The Varadkar in goals. They've got a back 4 of Manquillo, Fernandes. Well, I say a back 4 actually. I think they might be playing a back 3 with someone else in defence, because they are so depleted with defenders. They recognised defenders in the team are Manquillo, Fernandes and Rose. Matt Ritchie potentially may start at full-back as well, but they have 6 defensive injuries, which isn't going to help them against this Liverpool team. They've then got Lazaro, Shalvey, Bentaleb, Almiron, Saint-Maximin and Gale. So quite an attacking lineup actually there from Newcastle. And on their bench, Carroll, Joe Linton, Muto, Hayden, Yedlin, Darlow, Longstaff, Watts and Young. Liverpool, so they have Alisson, Van Dyke and Robertson as expected, but young Nico Williams makes a start at right back, Gomez in at centre half. They then have a midfield 3 of Milner, Wijnaldum and Keita, and a front 3, an unrecognisable front 3 of Oxley, Chamberlain, Origi and Minamino. So the bench, Fabinho on the bench, Firmino, Mane, Salah Adrian, Shaqiri, Jones, Alexander-Arnold and Elliott. So probably one of the strongest benches you'll ever see in a Premier League game. I think there was a team leak a couple of minutes before the deadline. Tips, I think you saw the leak and changed your free hit team off the back of that. Was that right?
I made a very last minute changes. I had both Trent and Salah. Salah was my captain in that. I ended up taking Salah out, putting Aubameyang in as his replacement, putting Williams in as Trent's replacement, and doing De Bruyne to Sterling and captaining Sterling.
Wow, you had to do all that in 3 minutes.
That is very, very impressive. But it could be a season changer that for you, mate. That's the kind of thing it is. So
very good. Well, it just goes to show you've got to be on the ball, haven't you? You've got to be watching for these things.
Absolutely. Southampton v Sheffield United. McCarthy in goals for Southampton. Walker Peters at right back. Stevens and Vestergaard with Bertrand at left back. So Andy Green on the FPL podcast, former world number 3, tipped up that Southampton defence, which I brought in Bertrand off the back of that, actually.
Yeah, I've got Stevens. Yeah. Starting for me.
We then got Armstrong, Ward-Prowse, Romeo, and Redmond, Adams, and Ings in attack. So a very familiar and strong Southampton team who are playing Sheffield United, who are equally as strong in Henderson goals. They have Basham, Egan, Robinson, and Baldock. Lundstrom plays his final game as a 4 million defender, because surely next year he'll be a midfielder, you would guess. Sander Berge also plays, who's impressed me in recent weeks, actually, with his attack and plays look very good. Fleck, Stevens, McBurney, and Sharp, with on the bench Jagielka, Norwood on the bench, Freeman, Osborne, Clark, Moore, Rodwell, and Zikovic. And finally, we come to a big game for Aston Villa. So they play West Ham. West Ham have Fabianski in goals. They have Young, Johnson. They have Diop, Ogbonna, and Fredericks. The impressive Soucek retains his place along with Declan Rice. And then a front four then. Bowen, Noble, and Fornals plays behind Antonio. So a very, very strong West Ham team who have been in really good form. On their bench, Balbuena, Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, Lanzini, Wilshere, and Halle. I mean, what a bench that is as well. You know, if they could turn their talent into goals and points, it'd be really good. And then Aston Villa have Reina in goals. They then have Gilbert, Konza, Mings, Target, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Hourihane, Trezeguet, Samatta, and Grealish. So if they, just a reminder, if they can better Watford's result, Villa will definitely stay up and Watford will go down. We'll keep an eye on that. Just I'm saying that the games are just about to kick off. It's 4:00. Some of them have kicked off. If we get any
kicked off in front of me.
Yeah. Oh, there's been a goal. I've seen that Newcastle have already scored against Liverpool. Now I don't know if this is I've just seen, so half a minute gone and I'm seeing Newcastle 1, Liverpool 0. Which is not good for Liverpool defenders. We will see if that is right any second now. I'm sure we'll get the news through.
I'm not seeing the same.
Okay, yes, I do have a source which kind of gets it through pretty quickly, so we will see any second. But I can see that Newcastle have scored. We'll see if it comes through now, and that was inside 30 seconds. If it has,
they have.
They have. Okay, we'll see if we can get details of that. But that is one of the earliest goals of the season, without a doubt.
I was just about to have a bet with a friend on total goals. It'd come in at 30 to 31, and he's not got it on in time because they've suspended the market.
Unbelievable.
That Newcastle goal has already dealt with that.
Absolutely unbelievable. So we'll get details of that as quickly as we can now. But those are the teams. We've already had a goal with Newcastle scoring a goal. We haven't had the detail through yet. But what a start for Newcastle if that is the case.
Apparently it's VAR.
I think there's a VAR check for possible offside. Yeah, apparently. So while we're waiting for that, we could just catch up on the chat. Christopher Tellers, hello there, Chris. Followed me on Twitter this week. Chris followed you back. Hello there. Looking forward to the absolute carnage today. We could have carnage already. There's been a goal after 30 seconds.
Dwight Gale, apparently.
Dwight Gale within 30 seconds. Unbelievable. We're still waiting for a VAR check there.
think it's been given onside, but
Chris Tellers is also captain Sterling. Everything else would be a bonus. Absolutely. I'll run through my team in a second. Everyone's going to laugh. Everyone who's been following the last month will laugh as what's happened to me, but we will see that now in a second. Marco Rebello, Captain Richarlison in the last second. Pray for me. That's a brave move, Marco. I'm assuming you're chasing your mini league. John Tyner, hey guys. Cornick, good luck. Hello there, guys. Welcome back as usual. Metal Cleat says Willian injured apparently. Michael's Fed and Game is updated. We'll try and get some stats for you if we can in a bit. We'll try and get some captain and ownership stats for you now. Anya, you okay? Says the world number one is triple captain Salah. Oh my goodness! If that is the case, his place could.
Who's his vice on?
well, this is it. But you would expect Salah to come on. You would guess, especially if they're losing. I don't know. It looks like the Newcastle goal may be given because it hasn't changed.
Given, I think.
So if that has been given, that is unbelievable. Seb Fox, I was out, so still have Trent and Marnie in my team. Seb, what are you doing out at 5-4 on the last Sunday? Sort your priorities out. But he does have Sterling captain with David Silva vice, so that is very nice for him. And Foden as well, so he's picked the right three. John Tynan says Soucek has signed a permanent deal. Looks like a Gale goal potentially with a Shelvey assist. And just to answer your question, Metal, please, yes, if Salah does not play, the triple captain would indeed fall onto the vice captain, yes.
It's a VAR review for penalty at Arsenal, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, what a breathless opening couple of minutes that was. But
I'm only getting a BBC stream for that, but apparently the VAR's having a look at penalty shout.
Okay. Harry, so you played your free hit. Could you run us through your team while we're waiting for a bit more action?
Just while I do that, apparently the pen has been given at the Emirates.
Okay.
Who's it for, sorry? Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Looks like an Arsenal penalty.
Yeah.
It's not the start Watford wanted, is it?
So that will likely be Aubameyang, I would guess.
Just before that goes to be taken, I will run it through. So I have Lloris in goal, Williams of Liverpool in defence, so a good start for him. Tierney and Peters in defence, then Fernandes, David Silva, Captain Sterling, Martial, Mahrez in midfield, and then Aubameyang and Harry Kane leading the line.
Looks like Arsenal have scored that penalty. Aubameyang. So a goal for you early on, Harry. You'll take that.
Well done. Yeah, he's a very popular pick this week, wasn't he?
He was.
Especially an early start. He's got an outside sniff of the Golden Boot, especially with a goal early on. He's only, was he 3 behind, is he, or 2 behind? I can't remember.
Do we know who the assist was for? That was, do you know who was foul? We'll try and find that now. But 2 early goals inside the first 5 minutes. Unbelievable. But we'll try and find out the assist for that now. Yes, sorry, Harry. And your captain is on Sterling then, was that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Rich, how is your team looking this week? What moves did you do?
At the very last minute, I took out Foden for David Silva, not knowing the team, just assuming that Silva would get the start. We didn't get confirmed early team news on that, but I then didn't have enough money to get Kane in. I was going to get Kane in for Rashford. I just didn't fancy 3 United in that game, but I didn't have the money, so I went for Aurier and just strengthened my defence up a bit and put Aurier of Tottenham in for. I took him out for Diop of West Ham. I've actually got a pretty decent bench from a defence because I only did my wild card in game week 34, so I sort of set it up with this week in mind. So I took Diop out for Aurier and just got a back three of Stevens, Aurier, and Tarkowski for this week. A double Burnley.
Okay, just to confirm that Lacazette got the assist for the penalty. Just to confirm that, so early Lacazette assist and Aubameyang goal for his many managers, and that is not good news for Watford from a relegation perspective, particularly with Villa still 0-0 at West Ham, so not a good start for Watford at all. But quite interesting all the same. Metal Cleat said Auburn might not start. They're too focused on FA Cup final. Kane is the better pick. Backfire indeed. Well, you know, we weren't to know in all fairness. So it's impossible trying to pick these teams. You can just make your own decisions. Oh my god! Norwich have scored.
Norwich have
scored against Man City.
Wow! From outside the box as well. What a shocker! Norwich have just got the voodoo. It's Hernandez for Norwich with a shot from outside the box on the left-hand side. Beats Ederson. All ends up. Very nice goal. And really against the run of play. Sterling had just gone close. There's a ball comes through from his own half. Can't see who got the assist just yet, but yeah, he cuts inside a little bit and hits it from about 30 yards out into the bottom corner. Very nice goal from Hernandez.
Man City 0, Norwich 1 is not the scoreline we were expecting after 8 minutes at the Etihad.
Pope's got the Golden Glove to be taken if he wants it.
That's right.
It, yeah.
Right, yeah.
For the Golden Glove, yeah.
Good shout. Unbelievable. Hernandez scores for Norwich to break the hearts of anyone who was trying to get in a sneaky Ederson clean sheet on in their FPL team or something like that. But that is unbelievable. So Man City 0, Norwich 1. Hernandez after 8 minutes. Other goals we've had Arsenal 1, Watford 0, Aubameyang.
There's a VAR check for possible offside. I think it's going to get given off. It just takes a stride forward. I think when he's running, the ball past him is played from his own half, but he himself wasn't in his own half. I think this is going to get ruled out, guys.
Annie UK thinks offside. I think Ezekiel checking offside. I thought you said he scored from outside the area. I thought it was a banker of a goal.
He did. Well, no, it's as the ball's played through from his own half, he just starts his run, but he's in the opponent's half, so he didn't start his run from inside his own half. So I think this is going to get ruled out, guys. The ref's still taking his time, but I think it's going to get chalked off.
We'll have to see what will.
Yeah, he's scored it. It's offside.
It's offside. Oh my goodness! A massive reprieve for Man City and those with defenders. There was a chap there in the chat saying he got Ederson. John Tyner, Ederson in goals. My test team. He means best team. Very, very fortunate there, John. Blimey, who would have thought a goal? It's unbelievable.
People are already tweeting Sterling's kept his clean sheet point.
Oh, of course, yeah. There's all the midfield.
Exactly.
I was going to go for a Man City defender, but I decided to go for 3 midfielders instead. So
yeah, that's what I've got. Yeah.
Clean sheet.
It's big. There's 3 points, isn't it? It's like losing an assist, isn't it?
Incredible. Okay, so Rich. Sorry, we were talking about your team before that went in.
Yes. Let me have a look at it. I've forgotten what it was with all the mayhem. I feel quite good about it, even though we're obviously underway. Got quite a lot on the line this afternoon. It's Pope in goals, Stevens, Tarkowski and Aurier at the back, and then a 5-man midfield of Sterling, who's my captain, Pulisic, Fernandes, De Bruyne and David Silva. And then up front, I've got Ings and Rashford.
Goal Man City, would you believe it?
It's Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel Jesus scores at the other end.
Reading my team out and missed the goal in front.
Gabriel Jesus scores for Man City 5 minutes after going behind.
Hang on, I think it might be a Sterling assist, actually. It's a Sterling assist. Oh, no, it's not. It's a Silva assist. It ricochets around in the penalty area a little bit. I just think Sterling plays it in. Yeah, I think there's a touch of Silva. I think Silva might get that assist. It's a bit of a scrappy one.
Okay.
Maybe he touched it, maybe he didn't. I'll have to confirm that.
But Jesus has put it in there, is it?
The one with the finish. Yeah, it's whether I don't think Silva got a touch in the end. Okay. Might not get an assist given there, which is quite critical, really. But yeah, good one for Jesus. That's definitely can stand that one.
Seb Fox saves me 4 clean sheet points on my 3 City mids. Absolutely. Maguire yellow. So Maguire's been booked early on for Man United in their game against Leicester. And Goal City, captain Metal Cleats as Captain Jesus. So congratulations, those who have captained Jesus. He seems a bit too much like an obvious pick almost, but it makes absolute sense. But yeah,
I was on the verge of getting him in. My other move was going to be to take Foden out for Antonio and bring in Jesus, but that was partly to cover Ben off in the Contributors League, to actually, just get the same players as him and, cover those risks. But
apparently,
actually,
apologies. We have a Bournemouth penalty,
and
Tottenham have just scored. Tottenham have just scored as well. So we will try and get some details. So guys, if you could jump on and try and get some details, we're having a crazy 5 minutes here. I'm trying to keep up to date on all the scorers. The Spurs have scored, and apparently Bournemouth had a penalty. Was that right? We will see now.
They're quite slow in giving the scorers, these guys.
I'll try and update the goal chart as quickly as I can. Harry Kane, apparently.
Oh, well, there's a surprise.
Here's a surprise. The man in form. We said we're still waiting to hear about that, about the assist for the Man City game, as well as trying to catch up on another couple of things.
Lo Celso with the assist for the Kane goal.
Lo Celso assist for the Kane goal. Thank you very much for that. Absolute carnage, Great to see. Loads of goals.
All flying in from everywhere.
And great for me as a Spurs fan to see.
Bournemouth have scored the penalty. Josh King has scored the penalty.
We'll see if we can get the assister for that now. Goals flying in everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Fantastic stuff. And good for fantasy teams. Harry, you've had a hell of a start to your free hit.
I know, Kane and Alba both with goals, potentially an assist for David Silva, but it doesn't look like it's going to be given.
See that.
Good starts.
A very good start, yes. If you've got both Kane and Alba up front and they both haul, this could be a big moving afternoon, couldn't it, for people? Yeah. I haven't got either of them. Starting to get a bit worried now.
Yep, sadly, I'm going to say we said that at the start, didn't we? We haven't got.
There was
really fancy them. We haven't got either of them.
A lot of free hitters around.
Yeah.
Okay, we will wait. We'll try to catch up, but apologies, everyone. We're trying to catch up with all the goals on the video printer down the bottom, but they are absolutely flying in as expected. There's nearly been a goal so far in nearly every game so far, at least half. So, but very, very good stuff. It's great to have so many goals and so much action. Thanks to everyone. Obviously, everyone who has joined us for the stream as well. Great to have so many people on. Hopefully, we can provide all the entertainment and information you need. If you do have any questions or any comments or anything for any of these guys or for any of us, please feel free to put it in. How are you getting on so far? How many points are you on so far? Official FPL still haven't updated the Man City assist. I don't believe, unless I've missed that. I don't know if either of you guys have seen that.
No, they haven't yet. That Bournemouth goal is big for the bottom of the table with Watford losing and Villa still drawing. If Villa were to fall behind, then that would
go ahead. You're absolutely right there. That's a really good point. So, just to check. So, Norwich obviously down on 21. Watford and Bournemouth both on 34. Bournemouth have a better goal difference of 2. And then Villa are a point ahead on 35. They're on level goal difference with Bournemouth, Harry. Very, very good spot.
Callum Wilson given the assist, and then the Jesus assist is to be confirmed.
TBC for that, the old famous TBC. So Callum Wilson got the assist for the Bournemouth goal. Okay. Seb, haven't got Kane or Auba, just the mighty Dwight Gale as first sub if Mane doesn't play. I got to say, I do think, especially if the game stays the way it is at the moment, that I would be very surprised if the big guns don't come on, as they are losing 1-0 at the moment. Try and catch our breath. So we've had goals in half of the games inside 15 minutes. Really good stuff. Thanks for the updates there, Harry, on the goals. Rich, is it a kind of siege at Man City?
It's quite a lot of that. It's not really a siege. They're in a go still. They still look quite fresh, Norwich, to be honest. They're just in the attack now. Pookie running for a loose ball. Don't think he's going to make it though. No, it's not that sort of real camped in around the box type siege yet. But City look, pretty much in control. I think having got that reprieve from the offside goal, I think they will go on to score a few more. But good start for Jesus owners.
Yes, absolutely. And how's it going, Harry, at your game, at the Chelsea game? Has there been much action?
Chance still with Neves cleared away. It's been more Wolves than it has Chelsea so far, which has not been good hearing. But fairly no clear-cut chances as of yet. A couple of Wolves corners, and as a Chelsea fan, and I'm sure you all know that watching a Chelsea defender corner is never good viewing. So especially with the Wolves side, who are very good in the air. So but fairly even so far.
Yeah, I saw Wolves have only conceded, was it 1 or 2 goals since the restart? Absolutely incredible defensive form. They look really, really good. Metal Cleats Lacalso is a reliable anti-FPL player. I think I mentioned him a couple of weeks ago, actually. You know, I am a Spurs fan, a bit biased, but I think Lacalso could be the real deal next season. I think he could be the player that creative spark the Spurs have been missing over the last few years. A kind of Eriksen used to be, but he's kind of not anymore. Modric potentially, obviously, he's nowhere near Modric's level yet, but potentially in that kind of mould of player. Christopher Telles is on 20 points already, thanks to Kane and Jesus. Congratulations. I just checked mine thinking, I'm on 11. Something must have good have happened. But obviously, that is just the starting points for having all 11 at the same time. So it's not very exciting. Yui Liban says, Silva was not near the ball, played in from Sterling, came off the defenders. I don't think they'll give an assist. If anyone is Sterling, but it does sound like
Sterling was probably playing the ball in, but it ricocheted around a bit, and it certainly wasn't an intended pass. So I think it'd be one of those no assist given ones.
Yeah. Okay, we will.
Never know. It'd be nice if they gave it to Sterling. I wouldn't complain.
No, it's captain. We've all captained.
Nice play from Norwich. Pinging around in there. Good attacking play from Hernandez, I think. Pookie almost got on the end of one. Yeah, they're going to go again, Norwich, or why not? Why not have a go?
Martinez up to 2 saves. Anyone owning him, I know, is quite a popular free hit pick as well. So
Watford attacking a bit then. If he's up to 2 saves, at least they're giving it a bit of a go. Fair play to Watford, but as it stands, they're in trouble because they need both now, Bournemouth and Villa, to actually lose from the positions that they are on. Yui Bleben says they were checking for a penalty with Everton and Bournemouth not given against Dean. It would have been a second penalty at Bournemouth, but nothing given for that. John Tyner is on 15 points so far. Doherty first sub with TAA in ahead of him. It's going to be really interesting. Those Liverpool subs later could make or break mini leagues, right? Because a lot of people are going to have good first subs, but a lot of people will have Salah, Mane, Trent. If they come on, they could be blocking first subs. That's going to be very interesting. Metal Cleats has 23 points thanks to Jesus, Cap and Kane. Great pick. Goal. Oh my goodness. This could be a devastating goal for a lot of people. But Brighton have scored against the impenetrable Burnley.
No, that's terrible.
Brighton
I got 2 Burnley. But
oh my goodness.
The end of Pope's Cleany, is it?
I'm on triple Burnley defence. It's worse for me.
Oh no, man. General said that he had a feeling, didn't he, on his podcast that Brighton would get something, and it was all too damn.
Burnley, but apparently it is Bissouma for Brighton. Bissouma. Yeah, he looks a really nice talent.
Free hit. I take my hat off to you.
Yeah, definitely. You've had Bissouma in your team. You deserve the point. I don't think there's any argument there. Metal Cleats, triple Burnley. Just hope Brighton have lots of shots on goal so Pope can get the bonus points. I'll run through my changes in a minute, but I'm having a bit of a nightmare again this week for a change this season. Not as bad as John Tyner though. Saying last season was his worst finish with 2.4 million. John, I hope you're having a better season this season, obviously, with the wonderful advice that we give you on this stream that we don't seem to take ourselves. But aside from Rich, who looks like he may be nestling, everyone's saying amazing shot by Bissouma, rocket into the top corner. So look forward to seeing that later on Match of the Day. But that is not good for the old triple Burnley defence. We'll see if we can get the assist. John, 1.1 million. You've halved your rank there, John. So well done, John. Better than last season. Let's try and get you into the top 100k next season. If you don't listen to the FPL podcast by Fantasy Football Hub, you absolutely should. It is a bit of a game changer for a lot of managers. So if you don't listen to that, please make sure you do. We started this season. a bit of action in the Chelsea game, Harry. Is that right? Is something going on there?
Yeah, well, a bad tackle from Jota on Azpilicueta just now after there was a breakaway for Wolves. Yellow card just shown to Diego Jota for a high foot.
Oh, right, okay. Jota seems to have underwhelmed, haven't he? These last since the restart. He's looked dangerous, but he just can't seem to get.
Sterling was over the bar. A difficult chance, and header, but didn't get his head around it properly. It just ballooned over the bar. That could have been a big moment.
So as it stands in terms of the Champions League spot, so Manchester United is currently sitting in third on 64 points with a superior goal difference to Chelsea of 15 goals. Chelsea in fourth, 64 points. Leicester in fifth on 63. So currently, with the way things stand after 23 minutes, Leicester are not going to get Champions League football next season. They need something to happen in either the Chelsea game. They either need Wolves to score against Chelsea, or they need to score themselves against Manchester United. And at the moment, Bournemouth and Watford are both going down on 34 points, with Aston Villa miraculously staying up. Adam Hopcroft, who was one of my co-hosts on the FPL podcast, massive Villa fan, he will be absolutely over the moon. He said he couldn't come on this stream this afternoon because he would be far too nervous, which I can understand. It would be all eyes on the Villa game. Something may be happening at Arsenal and Watford. We will see in a second if anything happens there. Chris Tellers, now would be a lovely time to get a Tarkowski goal assisted by Peters. You would get good odds for that. Arsenal have scored a second goal. Arsenal are 2-0 up. Watford are looking in big trouble. Yeah. And not only that, they're going to have to chase the game now, which will leave them even more wide open. So we will see if we can get the news on that any second now. But it looks like Arsenal have scored a second goal to go 2-0 up after 24 minutes. 2 early goals there for Arsenal.
I'm hearing that it might be given to Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney, who's in your free hit team. Is that right? Oh my goodness.
Is he in your team? You're in a stormer.
Oh my goodness. So you've got Kane, Aubameyang, and Tierney. You are on for an absolute storm at the moment.
What's your current rank position?
I was about 170k.
Okay.
And apparently it's an Alba assist as well. So.
Oh wow! Okay, well you should be rocketing up the league.
You couldn't have asked for a better goal. That is unbelievable. Great to have you on. Great to have another really good manager. 30
points off the top 100k, and I thought it was impossible, but maybe I can dream.
Absolutely, that is fantastic going. Really well done. So Arsenal 2. So at the moment, Tierney is probably on for a 14-pointer, because you would still imagine that Aubameyang would have the 3 bonus with the goal and the assist, but we will see for that. But congratulations, Harry. That is unbelievable going. Steve Horan, FPL Theory. No way. Last second transfer of Tierney for the bench boost. So FPL Theory, Fantasy Football Hub contributor, also brought in Tierney as well for his bench boost. Well done, Steve. That is great going. And thank you for all the updates. Our favourite in the chat to say Auber assist, Tierney goal. Apparently Sheffield United have scored against that impenetrable Southampton defence. That's all my clean sheets gone in 26 minutes.
I think they're all gone. That's another one of my clean sheets gone. Lundstrom, it's John Lundstrom.
You are joking. Oh my goodness, you can't make it up.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
No, my rival, no.
It's your rival got Lundstrom,
your rival.
Oh my goodness, incredible. I took Lundstrom out a couple of weeks ago as well. Southampton 0, Sheffield United 1. The Lord is Ezekiel. Thank you. Thanks for the updates there.
City goal.
So lots of goals to run through.
I was just starting to fly.
Apologies, Harry. What was that?
No assist given for the Man City goal.
No assist confirmed. Okay. John Lundstrom, which is probably good actually. Well, it's bad for the engaged manager. Because probably a lot of inactive managers have probably all stuck on Lundstrom, haven't they? And Metal Cleats asks, do any active accounts even have him anymore. I had him a couple of weeks ago, but I took him out.
Only my rival does so.
And Harry's mini league rival, so that's going to be interesting. Though you have got Aubameyang and Tierney, so you can't have everything, Harry.
I can't have everything. That's true. Seems to be my weeks for defenders recently. I had Johnny, Doherty, Peters, and Trent as my back four last week. So
flipping heck, that would have got about 40 odd points or something stupid like that, wasn't it? Fantastic going. Well done there. Christopher Tellers, the Lord scoring on the final game week. There's something quite poetic around that. Yeah. Indeed, as we ran through the lineups at 10-4, we said this could be the last time that we ever refer to John Lundstrom as that 4 million defender, because surely he will be a midfielder next season. Obviously, if he stays at Sheffield United. Steve Horan, wait till you see the Tierney goal. He didn't know what to do after scoring. That's very interesting. Official FPL have just confirmed as the goal took a touch for defender, changed its intended course, then there is no assist for that.
Oh, De Bruyne had a shot block there. Looking a bit more menacing now, Man City. Another corner to them, probably about their 8th. Yeah,
I bet Norwich are absolutely shattered, aren't they, after chasing the ball around, I would guess.
The second that, there's definitely going to be more in this game. They're cranking it up now, City. De Bruyne back to take another corner.
Juve Pleban should have played triple Arsenal defence, obviously. Arsenal against Watford. Watford are in deep trouble now, and it seems like they need a bit of a miracle. They're going to have to beat Arsenal. They're going to have to score 3 goals and hope Arsenal don't. But it looks like Watford are on the way down. Ismaila Sarr, so he looks a really, really good player. They would think he could be, of interest to any Premier League clubs, I would guess, because he's a really nice player. He's very young as well, isn't he? Harry, what are your thoughts?
People will be looking at him, one of those Watford players who I imagine people will be looking at. Also, I imagine Foster, I still think he's too good to play in the Championship in goal.
Do a job, yeah.
So, maybe a few of them being looked at.
Any action in the Chelsea and Wolves game at all?
Not too much. It's quite, fast paced, but no big chances really.
Does it look like are Chelsea playing it quite cagey? Are they not really going for it, Harry?
Yeah, it tends to happen when Chelsea match the opponent's system, which is I wondered if this would be the case as to why Chelsea have picked a back 3 for the past couple, knowing that we had Wolves who played that in the final game. We seem to just be matching them fairly like for like so far. So we'll see what happens and how it evolves. But at the moment,
Wolves are very much a second half team, though, aren't they? They score about 80% of their goals in the last 20 minutes.
They are. So for those who have joined us on the stream over the last month or so since lockdown, you will all have known that I've put my hat onto Phil Foden. I've actually captained him twice since lockdown in the 2 home games he played. He played against when Man City beat, I want to say maybe Brighton, was it Brighton or someone? They beat them 5-0 and he started. Oh, Rich, you got your head in your hands.
No, it's just another goalmouth scramble. Almost fell to Sterling, but he just about got to it. It was literally about 3 yards out, tapped it back to Jesus, and then it ricocheted off the defender. It was so nearly another goal. Ricochets off another defender. Great defending, great sort of bodies on the line defending from Norwich. But it was nearly a Sterling assist for a Jesus goal, and great play from the Norwich defence. Steeperman, I think it was, got in the way of it. Very, very, backs to the wall now, defending from a trying. But I don't think they can hold out for much longer.
Jimenez and Zuma had a bit of a clash here, and Jimenez is still down. Medical staff on.
Oh wow! Okay, was it heads? Was it Harry? Sorry, a head clash? Was it?
They both went up for a header. It wasn't a clash of heads, but I think it was the way they fell on top of each other.
Okay.
Jimenez seems to have come off worse.
Okay. There might be something going on in the Burnley and Brighton game. We'll let you know in a second if something comes through for that. But I captained Foden in the twice which he blanked when he started. I benched him last week. Something might be going on in the Leicester Man United game. Apologies for this. I get notifications to say that something's going on, but it doesn't tell me what's what's actually happening, so we'll see. But Leicester United, maybe something going on there. So I benched Foden. I captained Foden twice, blanked both times. Benched him last week when he scored his goal, and this week I sold him as part of a -8 because I was absolutely convinced he would be benched because he played the last game. Mahrez was benched, but as it happens, Mahrez.
Oh, Sterling was in, and it has no one to tap it in.
Oh no!
Again, a chance every 40 seconds here, City.
Bruno apparently just had an offside goal. Bruno Fernandes scored, but it's been ruled offside. That was what was happening at Leicester Man United. So
that would have been nice. I hang on to Bruno. I don't think many would have captained him this week.
Billy Sharp got the assist, just to confirm, for the Sheffield United goal for Lundstrom. So Billy Sharp. I doubt Billy Sharp was very highly owned there. Rich, in terms of players we're looking at for next year, who do you think are players that we could potentially be looking at for next season, do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
Arsenal have scored a third. Arsenal have scored a third. They are 3-0 up, and Watford are doomed, surely to goodness. But Arsenal are 3-0 up. We will try and get the information. Ezekiel says Aubameyang goal. No, my goodness. If that is the case, Harry is having a party. If that's the case.
Looks like we've all gone for the captain in the wrong game, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. It is Aubameyang. Aubameyang gets his second, so he's had 2 goals and an assist against an awful Watford team. Hornet is in the chat earlier. Apologies for this, Hornet, but Watford just look absolutely horrible, and apparently it's a bicycle kick just to rub salt in the wound. So an Aubameyang bicycle kick. And apparently Tielemans, thank you Steve, Tielemans went very close for Leicester against Manchester United. But goals still flying all over the place. Anyway, brought in Aubameyang, including Harry at FPL Tips. Harry is laughing. 2 goals and an assist. Brilliant stuff for you.
I wasn't going to pick him either. It was meant to be Salah until he was on the bench, and then...
This is exactly what we meant earlier, wasn't it? Around how that early team news can give you such a swing. Absolutely incredible stuff, because that could, it probably...
How far does that put Alba off the Golden Boot?
2 more, I think. 2 more.
Yeah, we'll have to check that. Yeah, another couple.
He's 2 more to catch Vardy. Yeah, Vardy's on 23. I think he was on 19.
On Harry, I'm sorry, but this is getting ridiculous now. D-Raj just put Tierney assist. This is getting absolutely ridiculous for you. You've had involvement in every single goal in that.
I don't think I haven't even got an assist yet.
That is unbelievable. Tierney gets...
Not much is happening for the template, that's for sure.
Tierney gets the goal and the assist in that game.
Unbelievable.
So just to run through the scores for the people who are joining us late, we've got Arsenal.
Oh, Pookie's through. Pookie's clean through. Hang on a second. Oh, saved by Edison. Cantwell now has it. He's trying to chip the keeper. Oh, he's just gone over the bar. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
It was clean through, Pookie. 10 yards on the defender, and he's saved well, Edison. So,
oh my goodness.
Still on for the Golden Glove.
Flipping heck. That is very, very... very tight there, very close. Hearts in mouths there, Rich, for everyone sitting on Man City defenders.
It's just Pookie would have put that away first 2 months of the season. He'd have buried it. It was a clear opportunity. Now Sterling's in the box, and oh my God, again, De Bruyne almost put it in for a nice double there, but it didn't quite work out.
D-Rash says Bruno down. Oh God, that wouldn't be good for Bruno owners. Apparently he's down. We'll wait to get some more news on that one. In the meantime, just to check in the relegation, I think it's probably fair to assume that Watford now are in deep trouble and are probably down. Bournemouth, they lead at Everton, but it's not enough. Whilst Villa are still drawing at West Ham, so Villa just need to hold on. If Villa cannot concede, basically, and Watford don't come back, then Aston Villa will stay in the Premier League. They just need to keep a clean sheet.
Antonio's been booked in that game, apparently.
Yes.
He's what? Sorry, he's been booked.
Antonio has been booked in the West Ham game.
Booked. Okay, incredibly tense scenes here across the board. I'm just going to try and get us, if I can, some captaincy stats. But at the moment, it's a bit of a struggle.
I hope there aren't too many on Aubameyang.
Well, what a pick! I mean, in terms of ownership as well, he certainly wasn't massively owned. Metal Cleat says Bruno minor limp. He'll keep playing. At the moment, they're all right. They're safely tucked away in third, but if Leicester can turn the tables.
Well, apart from the
Liverpool goal, Liverpool have scored against Newcastle. We'll wait to get the update on that. But that weakened Liverpool team have potentially done the business. They're going to turn it round. We will wait. We'll wait to see. We'll get an update on that in a second. Uwe Plevlin. I had Tini and Aubameyang until yesterday, then brought in Salah. So much for clever decision making. Ezekiel says Van Dyke goal. Well, that is.
No, not Van Dyke. It's the worst outcome for me.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. My rival's got Van Dyke. Yeah. He's had him all season. I don't believe he scored.
You can probably likely assume then that either Robertson, because he's been on some set pieces, or another of the other set piece takers has the assist. But we will check on that in a minute. But Virgil Van Dyke. With the equaliser, some gasps and moans from my fellow commentators with that goal. Of all the players, in all fairness, he's been due for a while.
Oh my God! Foden gets forced to save out of Krull this time. Ball almost comes out to Sterling, but doesn't quite make it. So, City all over them in the box, swarming all over them. They've got about 8-9 men in the box at the moment. City. Huge chance for Foden. Good save from the keeper.
Giroud heads just over from a cross from Reece James.
Oh wow, blimey! That is it's tense, Christ. Apparently, it's a Van Dyke header, so you would expect now that we get the assist. Probably Steve Horan FPL Theory says looks like an Oxlade assist, yes. Oxlade-Chamberlain assist. So we will wait to hear confirmation for that.
Yes.
Seb Fox, City could have scored 3 or 4. Norwich getting a lot of men behind the ball, getting in blocked in the box. It's not looking good for Norwich, is it now? It's probably a matter of time, I would guess. 39 minutes on the clock, 6 minutes to half time. Let's put our neck on the line. I think they'll score a second by half time. Rich, do you? 6 minutes?
City? Yes, I think in the next 5-6 minutes they should get another one at least. They'll certainly get another couple of chances. But yeah, that Van Dijk goal, I'm still getting over it.
I'm assuming this is mini league material, yeah?
It is, yeah. Well, absolutely. I mean, the only good thing you can say is you're not going to get a clean sheet on top of it, but it's still any score from a defender. This afternoon is going to be worth much goal because
there aren't
many clean sheets around at all, are there? I suppose the Leicester United game is still clean. Chelsea Wolves is still clean. There'll be a lot of Doxy owners out there, and that'll be about it, though.
Yes. Absolutely. So Arsenal 3, Watford 0, Burnley 0. I had triple Brighton on Pope, Bardsley, and Peters. I was going hell for leather on Burnley, but at the moment that is not going well unless something drastic happens in the second half there. Everton have equalised against Bournemouth. Bournemouth clean sheet is just gone. We'll get the news for that any second. I wonder if there was a chap earlier, Captain Richarlison. If Richarlison's involved, that could be an inspired pick. Or maybe the much maligned Moise Kean has got on the score sheet. We will see now. Goal Moise Kean, Ezekiel Rose.
Well done, well called.
Moise Kean, yes. I said he's. I think he's a good player. He just doesn't get a chance at Everton yet.
He's got more goals there in 40 minutes than Dominic Calvert-Lewin's got in 9 games.
Yeah, incredible. Something's going on at Arsenal.
A chance to Silva from Sterling. That would have been perfect.
Really? God. Was it a save, Rich? Or?
No, it's just a scuffed shot. Sterling puts him through. He's about 8 yards out. Lovely pass. Turns nicely. Does everything right. And he's just got to finish it past the keeper. And he just screws it around past the far post. Another great chance for City. That would have been lovely, actually.
Gosh, this is...
Something's going on in the Arsenal game. We will see now. Not sure what's going on there. We will see. but there's something happening in that game, and apparently it's a Walcott assist. So a Walcott assist for Moise Kean. Incredible stuff here. We've had a lot of goals. My bet on every game having a goal is not looking good. There's still 3 games without a goal. It was 100 to 1, 100 to 1 for every goal to have a game in the first half and the second half. Had to be worth a fiver, but there's still 3 games.
You need one in Leicester. You got 3 0-0 still.
3-0 so far, but there is still time. It's that, and unsurprisingly, it's the 2 games where maybe we thought that we wouldn't get.
The
much action as well. The Champions League place ones, which haven't.
Penalty.
Who? Sorry.
Apparently a penalty for Watford.
A penalty for Watford. Is that what was going on in that Arsenal game? Was it? We will see.
Danny Welbeck is fouled by David Luiz.
Okay, we will see what happens. We will see what happened there now, but that's not good for Tierney. And they've scored it. They've scored the penalty. Watford have scored the penalty, so it is 3-1. Deeney scores the penalty. For Watford, so it is Arsenal 3, Watford 1. Not good for Tierney. He must be devastated. I mean, God, you bring in Tierney, and what does he do for you? Loses his clean sheet.
Clean sheet. On the bright side, Deeney was in my differential article this week. So
there we go, Harry. Great work. Yeah, it's a good shout. Arsenal defence, even though it's improved, is still.
Well, they might, 3-1 fighting for your lives. Watford, if they get a point, could keep them up, couldn't it? They're not out of it completely.
Well, they need the 3 goals. I wouldn't be surprised to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see more Arsenal goals in the second half, because Watford are just going to have to go for it to have any chance of staying up. We'll wait to see who's got the assist for that. Arsenal 1. We're just approaching half time. At half time, we will have our half time quiz. So I've tried to do it fairly recent for our young Harry. Burnley have equalised against Brighton. Brighton's clean sheet has gone. Burnley has scored. Come on, Peters or Bardsley. We're all hoping for.
Need Tarkowski to cancel out that Van Dyke goal.
We're all praying that our defenders get on the score sheet. That's not a good thing to have. But Burnley 1, Brighton 1. We'll wait to get the details now of that goal right on half time. That's in the 44th minute there. Wait to get the details of that.
How many is Peters?
No way.
Not again, not 2 weeks running. He got 12 points last week, didn't he?
He did. He got an assist last week. I've got Peters in my team. I would take that all day if Harry Peters got the goal. It's Wood. It's Wood, you fibber. Chris Wood.
Sorry.
You had his hopes up there.
Harry, that is very hard. Can't believe you did that to me.
I have Peters as well, so my hopes were just as high as yours.
There we go.
I think Ben's got Wood. Oh, De Bruyne! Brilliant goal.
De Bruyne has scored, who I took out for my -8. Excellent.
Great goal. Curled in from the edge of the box. Don't know who got the assist. I'll have to look for that on the replay. But 2-0 City.
2-0 City. And we were right. They got the second goal, Rich. And we were right. We said a couple of minutes ago that they get. And Bournemouth have scored against Everton as well. Bournemouth 2-1 against Everton. Bournemouth are giving it a real fist to try and stay up. Absolutely incredible. Bournemouth, wow, that is unbelievable.
The Kyle Walker assist for the De Bruyne goal. It was just a pass along the edge of the 16-yard box and 18-yard box, and lovely finish. Brilliant goal.
A Kyle Walker assist for a De Bruyne goal. Let's just have a look at that.
Not quite so secure anymore, with a KDB captain for him as well as Kyle Walker.
I think I'm about to lose my mini league because my opponent has triple captained De Bruyne today.
Flip.
Chelsea free kick.
That's quite hard to take. He's also he did have a triple Burnley defence, but he's also got Van Dyke, and it's not going well. He's certainly won the first half anyway, that's for sure.
Diraj says that Peters may have got the assist.
Goal Chelsea!
Goal Chelsea! Goal Chelsea! Oh my goodness!
Who got it?
Free kick.
Okay. And he was fouled for the free kick.
Marcus Alonso.
Oh, right, okay.
Who scored it? Sorry,
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount free kick. Oh my goodness. 1-0 Chelsea. So that put they were fourth anyway. That puts them into third. Couple of goals right on the stroke of half time. Bournemouth making a real fist of it, in all fairness, against Everton. They just need to hope that West Ham can't obviously can't. Aston Villa can't score the goal. We're coming up to half time. That was an absolute flurry of goals there, unbelievable. Mason Mount with the goal for Chelsea. Let me update that.
Yes, scored for a long time.
No, it was good.
How far out was the free kick? Does anyone know?
Pardon?
How far out was the free
just
kick?
On the edge of the D, just outside the edge of the D.
And he wouldn't have taken it normally, would he? If
Willian
had been on the pitch, so that is really interesting. So Alonso with the assist.
Yeah, Alonso didn't take it as well, which he normally would.
Yes, yeah, you're right there. And D-Raj says Solanke goal. In all that, we missed the Bournemouth.
2-1 up, huge goal
scorer.
Given the fact that
Solanke 2-1. Really great effort from them. Solanke is a Solanke goal from them. Absolutely superb. So
as it stands, Watford are down, right? Because Bournemouth are now ahead of them. Are they on goal difference? It's very close, though, isn't it?
But also, as it stands, Bournemouth are still down, but they are only down whilst Aston Villa maintain.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, if West Ham go in front, then Bournemouth can survive. Okay.
It is.
So they haven't got it in their own hands.
No. Leicester
half time at
yeah. City. I was just going to say all the half times. Oh, Chelsea have scored another.
Yeah.
Chelsea have scored another.
Giroud.
Pulisic.
No, Willian. I
Giroud.
think it's Mount with the assist.
Willian's on the pitch now, is he?
No, sorry, I got my words. I was too involved in the game. Too heated. I think it's a Mount assist.
Mount assist. Mount on fire. Oh my goodness. Great stuff. 2-0 for Chelsea, right at the death there.
Wow, that's 2 quick goals, isn't it? That's probably sort of the Champions League out.
I think that's for Chelsea. It's all down to
Giroud got booked.
And then a minute later puts the ball in the back of the net.
Wow. That was Giroud goal, was it? Wow.
Incredible. So we've got Arsenal 3, Watford 1. They're still playing in that game. We've got Burnley 1, Brighton 1. They're still playing. Chelsea 2, Wolves 0. They're still playing. Palace 0, Tottenham 1, Everton 1, Bournemouth 2. Leicester 0, Man United 0. That's half time. Man City 2, Norwich 0. That's half time. Newcastle 1, Liverpool 1. Southampton 0, Sheffield United 1. West Ham 0, Aston Villa 0. Thank you so much for putting up with us, trying to keep up with 10 games at the same time. We've seen a lot of goals. Rich, I don't know if you have a count for your bet on how many goals.
I didn't get the bet didn't go on, but it's 5, 8, 9, 11, 13. I'll make it 17 so far in the first half. Yeah. So they were predicting 30 to 31 as the spread. So to make profit, you've got to get 32 goals. So 15 more goals in the second half if you did have a bet on goals, number of goals. They pretty much know what they're doing, though, the guys that make those odds. They don't often get it too wrong.
FPL have just changed the goal scorer for the Bournemouth goal, just so you know. So it was Solanke with a Rico assist, but they've just changed it to Lerma with a Rico assist. So apologies if anyone owns Solanke.
And VAR here for a potential violent contact from Raul Jimenez.
That'll be a big impact.
That's me.
Yeah, not given.
Solanke hasn't got the goal. Apparently, it's Jefferson Lerma with the goal for Bournemouth. Okay, it's half time in most of the games now, apart from Chelsea and Wolves, and also Arsenal and Watford. For those who haven't joined us before, we'll now just do our half-time quiz. We'll probably have to make it quite rapid in all fairness, because we're already 9 or 10 minutes away from the second half in most of the games. It looks like all the games now are half-time. All the games half-time. What an absolutely breathless first half.
Yeah. You don't normally get 10 games. Well, you obviously don't normally get 10 games on at the same time, do you? So it's just so hectic.
And Metal Cleat says, apologies to anyone that owns Solanke, not for the goal being taken away, more from the fact that you own Solanke. Bit harsh there, Metal Cleats, but fair enough. Okay, we are going to do our halftime quiz. For those of us who haven't joined us before for halftime, can you not shout out the answers? We have 12. I think I've got 12 questions with 14 answers, 14 points available in total. I will ask Rich and Harry the questions. Some easy-ish ones. Some, well, say easy-ish. some tough ones because Rich keeps smashing me every week. If you haven't listened or watched before, please can you not put the answers in the chat until the end? And please can you just keep a tally of your own score? That would be absolutely great. So first question, a half-time quiz. Man United have won the Premier League 13 times, more than any other team. Which club have the second most titles with 5? So which team has won 5 Premier Leagues? Second only to Man United with 13. If you could write your answers down for that, chaps, for that first question. Yes. Second question. Of the league's current 20 managers, who is the longest reigning manager?
I used to know this.
I used to know this.
Yeah.
It might have changed since you used to know it, but
yeah.
Okay, so the league's current 20 managers, who is the longest reigning? Third question. The top transfer fee received by a Premier League club is £106 million. Who was the player? Oh, I got stumped by this one. I was very surprised. I forgot. Top transfer fee received by Premier League clubs, £106 million. Who was the player? Question 3. Question 4. Apologies, I'm having to rattle through them a little bit, guys, but the games will be back on in 6 or 7 minutes. Only one African player has been named Player of the Season in Premier League history. One African player. Name him. Fairly recent, if that helps at all. Only one African player named Player of the Season. Can you name him? Okay, next question. Which striker has played for the most Premier League clubs? This one's a bit of a tougher one, but which player?
Are they currently still playing, or is someone not allowed to know that?
Oh, I can't think. I think he might be lower down or not playing. He hasn't played for a few years. But which player scored the most? Sorry, I've scrolled way too far down. Which striker has played for the most Premier League clubs? Okay. Who is the youngest goal scorer in Premier League's history? This one you either know or you don't. Because it is not someone who went on to have the career that was promised. Who is the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history? Okay, next question. Only one player has scored 5 goals in a single Premier League half. Can you name him? One player scored 5 goals in one Premier League half. Can you name him? This quiz may be a bit harder than I thought, guys. Do apologize. Maybe a bit tougher than I originally anticipated. Okay, which player has scored the most Premier League own goals? Which player has scored the most Premier League own goals? All right, gents, we could carry on.
Yeah.
Who is the highest scoring non-English player in Premier League's history? The highest scoring non-English player in Premier League history. And the first goal of the 1920 season, so this season, current season, the first goal, I don't know if you can remember back all the way back to that Friday night game. There was one fixture on, and the opening goal was an own goal. Who scored that opening own goal? I used my triple captain in this game.
Did you? God,
I did. Absolutely rogue.
Did it go well?
It went all right. I think I got 12 points, so 36. Not too bad.
The one I got from Sadio Mane.
I think there's a lot in that club, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Which former Man City, Arsenal and Spurs player, there's your clue, has been caught offside more than any other player in the Premier League's history? A Man City, Arsenal and Spurs player. Caught offside more than any other player in Premier League history. Not many players have played for those 3 clubs.
Is that 11 questions or 10?
That's 11, that is, at the moment, and there's one more. And this last one's an absolute bitch.
No.
So final question. There's 3 answers to this one. So 3 players born after the inception of the Premier League. So born after the inception of the Premier League, which was 1992, I think. So I'll give you a clue there. 3 players born after have scored hat-tricks. Can you name them? That is a tough question. So 3
And they would
players.
be only 3 players born. Oh, crikey.
3 players born after 1992. So if you so mathematically they've still got to be under, was that 29 years old? Have scored hat-tricks. Can you name them? Only 3 players.
You want all of them or just any of them?
Oh, all of them, Rich. All of them. Absolutely.
One of them, I think, would be fine.
Right.
You should be able to get the 2 of them. The third one's a little. I think the third one's a little bit harder, but you should definitely get 2. Okay, so there's your quiz. I will leave you to stew for a minute or two while I read out a couple of messages. So just a reminder for everyone listening, don't forget to catch the FPL podcast by Fantasy Football Hub with myself, latest ranked 13th best ever FPL manager Adam Hopcroft, and last season's world number 3 Andy Green, every Tuesday morning during pre-season and throughout the season, ready for your commute. So we did our last one this week, obviously. We'll be back in pre-season. The marvellous Will Thomas, will also be recording his excellent videos throughout these weeks on this YouTube channel. So please be sure to keep an eye out for those. Remember to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and set alerts so you don't miss any of our latest videos or live streams. And I also have a favour to ask everyone on today. So Fantasy Football Hub have been nominated in the end of season FPL Podcast Awards. If you enjoy our content, we would really appreciate it if you could just nip down into the description below and vote for us. It only takes about 30 seconds. But this particular live stream was nominated for an award. It's in the description. I think it's just a couple of lines down. If you could just click on there and vote for the FPL podcast by Fantasy Football Hub on new podcast, live stream, and best FPL advice, that would be very, very much appreciated. Thank you everyone in advance for that. Okay, chap, you have had enough time. The games will be kicking off again soon. You've had enough time, so I'm gonna run through. So let's get some of the answers in the chat as well. So Manchester United won the Premier League 13 times, more than any other side. Which club has the most with 5? Harry fancies this one. Harry, go on. Chelsea, you're both right, guys. Chelsea won it second, so well done for that one. I'll give you that one. That one's one of the easier ones in all fairness. But 5 times. Of the league's current 20 managers, who is the longest reigning? So this is a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Have either got any idea?
I've got it down to 2, and believe it or not, it's not that long a tenure of a job, is it?
No,
I don't think it is. So I've got it down to 2. It's either Eddie Howe or Jurgen Klopp. Those would be my 2 guesses, but I'll go for Klopp as my guess.
I went with Eddie Howe, so
yeah.
And Harry hits the front with Eddie Howe. Howe. So I think Klopp's been, I'm not sure, 4 or 5 years. But I think Howe's been there a bit longer than that.
Well done,
John Tyner correct with Eddie Howe. This next one was a good question. The top transfer received by a Premier League club, 106 million. Who was the player? Have you got any ideas on that one?
Philip Coutinho.
Harry, have you got a guess at all?
I had no idea, and I know it's not. I put Hazard, but I know he was less than that, so I don't know.
Yeah, the answer was Coutinho. Well done there, Rich. I got stumped by that one. I'm still thinking of Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale, that kind of 85 million. I had no idea that he went for 106 million. So good question. Okay, African player of the season. Only one African in Premier League history. Can you name him? Harry, what's your answer for this one?
Well, I may be wrong, but it was between one of three players, being Salah, Mane, and Aubameyang. To me, I put Salah, but I'm not sure he did win it.
Rich.
I went for someone for a little bit longer ago. I went for Drogba, Didier Drogba.
That is who John Tyner went for. I thought it was Tory, but it is in fact Mo Salah. So well done, Harry.
Oh, it is Salah. Well done, Harry. Yeah, well
you
done.
are on fire today. Well done.
He is on fire. It's correlating with his score.
He's on fire across all fronts. As soon as the Premier League games start again and anything happens, we'll obviously jump on those. We'll just try and finish off.
Big change. Mahrez is coming on for City.
Oh, Mahrez coming on at half time. He's in my team. Come on, Mahrez. Yeah. Who for? Do we know? Please be Foden. I'd be happy with that.
Fernandinho's coming on and Gundogan's coming on. So there's definitely.
We've made a few changes. Let's hope Sterling stays on the pitch.
Yeah. Foden's off, Rodri's off, and Garcia is off for Gundogan, Fernandinho, and Mahrez.
Wow, unbelievable! So I took out Foden for a -4 and I kept Mahrez, so that might actually work out okay. We'll jump back to those games now, and that game has just started again, as has Southampton, Sheffield United. Which striker has played for the most Premier League clubs? Tough one. I'll give you that. That's a hard one. Anyone?
I went for Peter Crouch. I think it's wrong.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
It was John Tyner guesses York. It was Marcus Bent. That is a hard one. I'm sure he played for I don't want to say 8 or 9 clubs and ridiculous like that. But Marcus Bent. But that was a tough one, in all fairness. So if any goals go in any of the games, we will jump on. Don't worry, you will not miss anything on this stream. Next question. The youngest Premier League goal scorer. Any idea? This is a tough one. If you don't know it, it's not one you can just get probably. You either know it or you don't. Any ideas, chaps?
Well, based on what you said, it not going on to have a great career, it isn't Wayne Rooney, which is the only name I can think of. No,
that's right. But he was an Everton player, I believe.
Yeah.
He was an Everton player. Harry, any ideas?
No, I put Curtis Jones.
It was James Vaughan. James Vaughan. He was something like just turned 17 or something like that. John Tyner says Milner. It was Milner for a while. I think James Vaughan actually beat Milner's record, but he was a young Everton player, James Vaughan. Who's the only striker to score 5 goals in one half in Premier League history? Now, only a few strikers have scored 5 goals, so there's your first clue. 5 goals in one half. Anyone?
Yeah, I've got a guess.
Go on in.
Is it Dimitar Berbatov?
Harry, do you have a guess?
I only know one striker who scored 5, and that was Sergio Aguero, so that was the name I went with.
No, that's fair enough. So it was 9. I know this. I know it well because I'm a Spurs fan. The score was 9. I believe it was. I say know it well. Is it 9-0 or 9-1?
Is it?
It was Jermaine Defoe. Yes, Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zugi. Foden off, Mahrez on. John Tyner, Andy Cole. No, it was Jermaine Defoe. Let's try and finish these.
Antonio, that's also been taken off.
Antonio's off for West Ham.
Is he? Oh, that's a big one.
Wow, that's good for Aston Villa. I bet Adam Hopcroft is laughing his head off. The massive
change for Wolves at half time. Adama Traore coming on. I'm not entirely sure who's gone off. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more substitutions in these games than normal. They're going to be a lot earlier today, aren't they?
You're right.
Neto.
Going to use their 5 subs.
So
Sterling had better hurry up and fill his boots.
Is it?
De Bruyne's through on goal and goes down. Could be a penalty. Referee thinks about it. Doesn't give it.
Juve Pleban. Gundogan miss after KDB pass. Not good there for KDB owners with Gundogan missing after just coming on. We will keep you up to date on any of these scores. We will just try and finish off. D-Ras says all of a sudden end-to-end game at Leicester Man United. Leicester have got to go for it now. They've got nothing to lose, really, have they? With Chelsea 2-0 up. Leicester have to try and win that game now. So Leicester currently in 5th, but only a point behind Man United. If they can beat Man United, Leicester will play Champions League football, and Man United will play in the Europa League next season. But as it stands, Man United are there. Just to confirm, in the relegation zone. So Norwich are down. Currently, Watford and Bournemouth are both on 34 points. Villa on 35. Bournemouth are leading against Everton 2-1, which is great for them, other than the fact that they need West Ham to score against Villa. That is going to go down to the absolute wire, we feel. So no action so far, no goals so far in the second half of the game. Who has scored the most own goals in Premier League history? Any guesses, guys?
Martin Skrtel.
David Luiz is what I said.
No, it's a good shout, but it's Richard Dunn. He was used to do a lot of the time at Man City, didn't he?
Not doing so well today, Andrew.
No, it's a tough one. And also in all fairness, we're trying to concentrate on the games to make sure we don't miss anything. Apparently, Haller replaced Antonio. Southampton have equalised against Sheffield United.
Come on, Ingsy, I need some good news. Come on.
Southampton have equalised against Sheffield United. John Tyner done. Well done, John. That is correct. Southampton have scored. We will wait to get some news of that. But that is...
Bournemouth are leading. Oh no, that was in the first... Sorry,
yeah,
that was a ball shout in the first half. In 46 minutes, I thought they just scored another one.
Southampton have scored. Zugi says Troy Orion Neto off. Thank you for that, Zugi. We're just waiting for confirmation of the Southampton score. That is not good for Sheffield United. Clean sheets. Clean sheets there, but Southampton got the goal. D-Raz, United really needs that class of 92 spirit this game. Has to be the most important game for United in a couple of years. Absolutely. I think it's a huge game, and I'm really surprised they haven't taken it more to Leicester. That's what they need these big game players to.
It would be Shea Adams. It's not going my way. Every 50-50 is not going my way.
Shea Adams.
Shea Adams
for Southampton. We don't know who the assist is yet, but Shea Adams scores for Southampton to equalise, wiping out Dean Henderson, Baldock, and anyone else who's got. Crystal Palace have equalised against Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh my goodness, that's my last clean sheet. Yeah, John Aurier brought in, and Crystal Palace have equalised. That's fantastic.
Crystal Palace have equalised against Tottenham. We will wait to hear what's going on there. The goals are not stopping here. It is so tough to keep on top of. It's unbelievable. Crystal Palace, I think they've lost this last 7 games on the bounce or something, or haven't scored in their last 7, something stupid like that. They do manage to find a way past a ragged Tottenham defence. Tottenham's defence this year has been absolutely woeful. And Brighton have scored a second against Burnley just to rub salt in the wound.
This is actually just a complete and utter disaster for me.
And Schlupp gets the goal for Crystal Palace. Jeffrey Schlupp gets the goal for Crystal Palace. Brighton have scored. So Burnley's triple defence is all over the shop. It's not good, as is Southampton's, to be fair. Only a couple of clean sheets remaining. Leicester, Man United's, Man City's and Chelsea's. The only and West Ham's and Villa's. I do apologise. Chris Tellis struggling to keep up with this game week. Lol. Join the club, mate. I'm trying to update the scoreboard every time as well.
Yeah, we need about 10 correspondents, and we've got 3.
We do. Connolly scores the Brighton goal. Young Aaron Connolly. He's got a really good future ahead of him.
Palace has given the goal to Jeff Schlupp. With an IU assist.
Just showing
wait to see what is going on. There's so many goals going in all the time. It's absolutely fantastic, but quite hard to keep on top of is the only thing. Just confirm we've got Arsenal 3, Watford 1, Auba with 2 goals and an assist. Well done to everyone who has got Auba. Burnley 1, Brighton 2, Chelsea 2. So Chelsea scored 2 goals right on the stroke of half time against Wolves. 2-0 there. Palace have just equalised.
Oh, Silva, great save from Cry. I thought he weaved around in the box, dancing around. Everyone stood off him. Foster's a fine save out of Tim Kroll. Unbelievable, David Silva. So close.
Apparently, it's a Mopai assist. Just to confirm, the Mopai assist for the Brighton goal. I think there might be a VAR check there, though. We're just having a look at that one. Just checking that there's a VAR one. Metal Cleats, note to self for next year: aim for attacking returns, not clean sheets. On
the last day, clean sheets are a bonus anyway. Really,
it's unbelievable. There's still a few around, but they are in the games which matter. West Ham and Villa, Leicester, Man United.
Yeah, that Leicester Man United could yet get knocked out here by Vardy goal or something.
They could if Leicester score. Man United will not have Champions League football next season, which will not go down well. D-Raj says Perez on for Leicester. Thank you, D-Raj. So Perez comes on to try and beef up their attack. It's all happening here with only we got 35 odd minutes left. Between 35 and 40 minutes left. There was a VAR check on that Brighton goal, but it has been given. So Connolly gets the goal with a Mopai assist. No more goals as yet. We get a bit of a break for a minute or two. Absolutely superb. Aston Villa hanging on in there at the moment. As it stands, Watford and Bournemouth will both go down. Harry, what's going on in the Chelsea Wolves game? Anything going on there?
Well, Traore's made an instant change. Wolves look much better. Him and Doherty linking very well down that right side for them. Had a small chance earlier on, about a minute ago, but nothing clear cut.
How is Pulisic playing in that game?
Not bad. He has been involved. Not had any clear cut chances that he could have put away as of yet, but has been involved.
Yeah, it's a tough defence to break through Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just finish off the quiz. Who scored the own goal in the first game of the season? Did anyone have any ideas about that? Tough one.
Well, was it closer? Not Norwich.
Oh no, but you're on the right lines.
I put Godfrey.
Oh no, but you're on the right lines. It was actually
Stieperman.
No, but you're on the right lines. It was actually Grant Hanley. The Norwich defender scored the own goal when Liverpool beat them 4-1. And I triple captained Salah, who got a goal and an assist, but he got them in the first 20 minutes. So I was hopeful for a massive haul, but you can't argue with 12 points. John Tyner said Tetty, really good guess there, John. Not quite, but good guess in there. Last couple of questions. Who is the former Man City, Tottenham and Arsenal striker who's been caught offside the most times in Premier League history? For those just joining us, we did a quiz at half-time. We're just trying to finish off the answers now.
I think I know this one. I think I know.
Go on then, Rich.
I think it's Emmanuel Adebayor.
John Tyner agrees with you. Harry?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have a clue.
It was Emmanuel Adebayor. The Spurs.
He was a bit of a goal hanger, wasn't he?
He was. I know it's one of the most disrespectful things to happen in Premier League history, but when he scored for Man City against Arsenal and ran the
entire length of the pitch,
done the old knee slide, it was one of my favourite Premier League moments.
It was one of those moments, those comedy moments.
Absolutely brilliant. And final question: if you can get all three of these, I'll be very impressed. 3 strikers born after the inception of the Premier League have scored hat-tricks in the Premier League. Can you name 3 of them? Harry, any ideas first on any of those?
So they have to be under 29.
Yes.
So I put Rashford, Sterling and Mikel Antonio.
Got 1 right there. 1 out of 3. Rich, any ideas?
I'd add Harry Kane to that list.
That's 2. So you've got 2 between you.
Yeah.
The third.
I would have said Rashford was young enough to be on that list as well, and has scored a hat trick, hasn't he? Maybe he hasn't scored a hat trick. I don't know.
No. At the time this quiz was written, which was in the summer, he hadn't scored a hat trick. So no, the answer isn't Rashford. The third one is a bit tough. Played for Man United and Everton.
Oh, Norwich, and he scored.
He played for Man United, Everton, and Chelsea. Now playing in Italy.
Oh,
Lukaku was the third, but really good going there, guys. You did much better than I expected there. Okay, back to the action then. No goals to speak of in the
Sterling
last
just
few
went.
minutes anyway.
Sterling just went close, but
Oh,
it was a bit of a half chance at the near post. But he certainly had a shot on goal, possible deflection. But yeah, end to end. Norwich almost scored. They were clean through. Great chance for one of the guys just ran all the way through the defence. Everyone was expecting to pass. I think it was Hernandez again, actually. Just weaved through about 6 players and good stop from Edison. Very nearly got on back there.
And Harry, a bit of action in the Wolves and Chelsea game?
Yeah, Mount was played through by Pulisic, but I think it was Saiz got back just in time to stop him getting a shot away.
Wow. Okay. So, as it stands then, as we've mentioned, Chelsea in 3rd place, which, you'll be fair to Lampard in his first season, I was pretty sceptical at the start of the season, but to get potential 3rd place finish and an FA Cup final, I think he's actually done really, really well. Liverpool have scored a second. Newcastle 1, Liverpool 2. We will wait to get news of that in a second. Newcastle 1, Liverpool, and Burnley have equalised against Brighton. Burnley 2, Brighton 2. Apparently Vardy has hit the bar in the Leicester Man United game. God, that is tense for that fourth spot. Vardy header, but hit the bar. Wow. We'll try and catch up now on that Burnley equaliser. Hopefully Eric Peters has scored a 40-yarder in the top corner. We will see.
Tarkowski rises like a colossus.
Yes, and we'll also get some news on the Liverpool goal, because Liverpool have scored against against Newcastle to make it 2-1. Origi, Diraj says Origi has scored for Liverpool. Unsurprisingly, he was playing. He was playing up front.
With the assist.
Robertson, was that?
Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
A Robertson assist potentially. We will check that now. Thank you very much for that, Harry. And we'll just wait for some news on the Burnley goal.
Jay Rodriguez.
Okay, so that is Burnley 2, Brighton 2. Obviously has no real effect on anything except the fact that we all have Burnley defenders. I think that Burnley goal may have gone to VAR as well. We will look for a check on that now. I think the Liverpool goal looks good. So Newcastle, who took the lead early on, very early on. I think they took the lead in the first 30 seconds or so. And apparently it's a Westwood assist for the Burnley goal there as well. So Liverpool 2-1 as champions, walking away potentially with another 3 points to add to their collection of goals. We will just wait for confirmation, because I think that Burnley goal is still being VAR. I think it's actually being VAR'd out, that Burnley goal.
Hasn't it?
I think it may have been VAR'd out. FPL Fairy says Leicester looking good. They are all of a sudden all over Man United, so they are going for it. Something may have happened in the West Ham Villa game. This could be big. This is the only game really we haven't seen anything from. That Burnley goal was VAR'd out for Jay Rodriguez. Just give them the date. Something's going on in West Ham and Aston Villa. We will keep tabs on that. Oh, it looks like fine on that one. Rich, how is it looking for Man City? Are we getting the bombardment we expect?
More and more, Norwich are still, countering sometimes, and Cantwell just had a shot from outside the box. They're still they're probably getting one attack on goal for every 5 of City ones, I would say. So City have 5 half chances to every half chance that Norwich gets. It's a very open game. It's not cagey at all. Yeah. It's just end. Sterling keeps getting on the ball all the time. Silva keeps getting on the ball. I mean, they're just queuing up to score all these fantasy players, and none of them's getting a clear-cut chance. Plus, also Kroll is a very good keeper. They have to get past him at the end. With the shot, and he's been saving it.
He's a fantastic keeper, Kroll. So it looks like Cedar stuff and Juve Pleban looks like front 3 being replaced for Liverpool. So it could potentially be Origi, Minamino, and Oxlade-Chamberlain potentially off for Salah, Firmino, and Mane, which will give Liverpool
some late drama there, then, couldn't there? Oh, come on! That would have been
That is
another goal for Jesus, but no, he just missed it.
okay.
In the right place, very close.
One way. Apologies, Harry. Missed that. Then was it something in your game?
Triple change, and Doherty has gone off and the 59th minute, so that's 0 for him, having conceded 2 goals as well. But yeah, triple change. I think it looks like they've potentially gone to a back 4, depending on where they're playing. Traore as well, to try and get something from this game, to try and get their Europa League spot secured.
So the Doherty, that is tough on Doherty owners. 59th minute, if that is right. If Harry has got the timing right on that. Seb Fox, so frustrating. Watch all these Sterling and Silva chances go begging.
Yeah. They're just all half chances though. That's the thing. Yeah. De Bruyne's through now. De Bruyne's through on goal. Could score. Oh, it hit the post. It's come off somehow. Miraculously come off Jesus, I think it is, and hit the post. Unbelievably close. So close, actually. It's ridiculous. He was bearing down on goal with both Sterling and Jesus queuing up for the tap in, and it just ricocheted onto the post. It's just it's like the Southampton game all over again. They're just coming on and on and on and on, chance after chance. You'll probably find there's 30, 40 goal attempts in this game, and they've only got 2 so far.
Goodness me. It's unbelievable. D-Rise says Mane, Salah and Firmino on. That is a frightening prospect for Newcastle for the last half an hour or so. And D-Rise says Lindelof yellow. So both Maguire and Lindelof, both United centre-backs, have now got yellow cards against Leicester, and Leicester are on top. So that could be very interesting, that chase for 4th, just to confirm. So Chelsea currently in 3rd as they're leading 2-0 against Wolves on 66 points. Man United and Leicester. Man United in 4th on 64. Leicester in 5th on 63. A Leicester goal would turn that around. But
still a long way to go in these games. Another half an hour.
There's another half an hour to go. Anything could happen. It's absolutely superb. And just to confirm at the bottom then, so Watford losing 3-1 to Arsenal. Bournemouth are leading Everton 2-1, which is fantastic result so far away from home. To put them on 34 points, but it's not good enough because Villa are on 35 as they are being held 0-0. Or they are holding West Ham 0-0. So it is incredibly, incredibly close for that 4th. 1 goal either way will, could determine.
De Bruyne tries to tee it up for Silva, for one of those last game goals. Literally so patient and unselfish. Tees it up, and it's another block by Norwich. Honestly, they've got to break this down soon. It's ridiculous.
KDB wants that assist record, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah,
I don't think they're going to get De Bruyne. He's taking every corner. De Bruyne is having a huge game here.
On everything.
Volley over the bar by Mahrez from the. Good effort, but not really a bit ambitious from the edge of the box.
Liverpool have had 73% possession so far. Cedar Stuff says they are absolutely dominating Newcastle, but Newcastle obviously got that initial goal. Was it in the first 30 seconds or something? So, but they've fought back 2-1 with all their big guns on, which is not good. Well, potentially not good for Mane and Salah owners, as at the moment they're only on for 1 point. But I'll say that. Sterling, Silva, Mahrez, and everyone else have none of them have delivered as yet, apart from Kevin De Bruyne.
KB.
Who I took out for Sterling for a hit. It's not the best thing. Salah hits the post. Uwe Pleben says Salah hits the post. My goodness, it is all going on here. And yes, that's just confirms Salah hit the post. Thank you for that, Uwe. Sorry, Rich, we were asking earlier, and we keep getting interrupted. And if we get more action, more goals, I'll interrupt.
We're on a drinks break at City actually, which makes me think I might go and get a drink in a minute.
Something might be happening in the Leicester Man United game. This could be interesting now. Something may be happening in that game. As soon as we know what it is, we will bring it. But there is some action going on in Leicester Man United. Apparently, it's a penalty. Cedar Stuff says penalty for Manchester United.
Oh, who's going to take it?
Rashford or Bruno.
I've got both of them, so that should help.
And I saw a stat this morning. Leicester tend to give away a lot of penalties, and Man United tend to win a lot of penalties. So maybe this writing was on the wall. Martial taken down. So if the penalty is scored, it will be a Martial assist. Something going on in the Arsenal-Watford game as well. We will bring you that if we can understand why that is any second.
I'm just going to switch over to that game.
Watford have just scored a second goal. It is Arsenal 3, Watford 2. So Watford are coming back from the dead. 3-0 down to 3-2. We'll get some news on that now. But Watford...
Yeah, I've switched over to the United game. Bruno's going to take the penalty by the looks of it. They're just waiting for VAR. Looks a definite penalty to me. 2 men, pincer movement in on Martial. So he's gone down. Bruno's going to take it. It's obviously pulled rank over Rashford.
Wow, this could be a game changer.
Still waiting to take it. I'm watching it live now.
Danny Welbeck has scored for Watford to get them right back in the chase. This could go down to a 3-way relegation scrap. Unbelievable.
Huge penalty for Man United. Huge Champions League moment here.
Just confirm, Will Smallbone got the assist for Che Adams' earlier goal. It was.
Oh, great!
It was. It was a bit of a contentious one apparently, but Smallbone gets the assist for that goal. We wait with bated breath for Bruno.
Oh, they're not taking it yet.
Taking it out, running up now. Scores 1-0 United.
Wow, that is not good for Leicester. It is great news for Chelsea, however, who are very almost certainly confirmed that third.
That confirms it, doesn't it?
Champions League spot. If Watford score another, so it's 3-2 now, Arsenal-Watford. If Watford score another, it would put them level on points with Aston Villa, but 1 goal behind on goal difference. So that is not good for that's not good for them. So Bruno Fernandes, who's actually brought out of a lot of teams this week to make room for David Silva and Mahrez and everyone else. So very.
I kept him. I was definitely thinking about selling him. If I hadn't have already had 3 City players, I sold him.
So Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Maybe all is not lost for Watford. From 3-0 down, there is 24 minutes left there. It sends Casper the wrong way. Thank you, FPL Theory. So Man United seemingly looking like they're going to hold on to their Champions League spot. But obviously there's a long way to go. There's a lot of football to
Leicester need to win that, don't they? The draw is not good enough for them.
A draw is not good enough for Leicester. They have to win. Southampton have scored against Sheffield United. 2-1 Southampton.
That's another goal for Che Adams, believe it or not. Can you believe it?
Is it really?
I don't believe it. Yeah.
There's 2 goals for Che Adams. Wow. That is
honestly.
That is unbelievable. Let's have a look.
I'm going down here. I'm going down on all my targets. So that's a nightmare. So
Southampton 2-1. Sorry, I'm just trying to update all the goals on the mini screen. Apologies. Any idea on the assist there, Rich?
Not yet. I'm just being told Che Adams. This app doesn't tell me the assist.
Okay. Let's.
Sofa scores hasn't been working, has it? I haven't been getting that at all.
Okay, so as it stands, Chelsea still getting that Champions League spot ahead of Leicester. Leicester, who at Christmas they were playing so well, weren't they? They were playing fantastically well, and you seem to have turned a nasty corner, and they haven't quite recovered from that. I think that means there's a goal. So there's been a goal now in every game. Except for West Ham and Aston Villa. Aston Villa hanging on for their absolute lives. No assist, Juve says for the Southampton goal. So no assist for Che Adams' goal, which again is not good for Ings owners. Oh, it's gone down actually. Oh, and apologies. Sarr has got the assist for Welbeck's goal. So Ismaila Sarr, we were talking about earlier, about potentially getting a move to a bigger team if Watford do go down, has got the assist for that goal. So
Walker Peters with the assist for the Southampton goal.
He's got it. Is it? He's been confirmed. Fantastic. Thank you for that. Rich, what's going on at Man City? Are they still turning?
No. Looking about, I think there's going to be a few more substitutions in a second. But 73 minutes gone. I think Norwich might be about to make a few subs. The moment it's all in Man City's half, actually. Bit of pressure from Norwich. Not much going on attack-wise. Mahrez is looking lively. Looking to tee things up for De Bruyne, who's in the middle of everything. But no clear-cut chances for 4 or 5 minutes now.
Steve Horan says, Barnes, Albrighton and Gray all coming on for Leicester. They are going for it. They have made a hacking triple substitution there, Leicester, to try and chase that game, to try and get that.
Walker's sprinting up the line here. Has to pick out anybody he wants. Sterling, put it in! Oh, come on, Raheem. Another great save from Kroll from Jesus off the loose ball. Unbelievable save. Oh, just not going to happen for Sterling, I don't think. It's just one of those days.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, he just keeps keeps getting the ball, and then just taking that extra half second to set himself, and someone gets in the way of it every time.
Something maybe going on in. Oh no, I thought there was something going on in the Arsenal-Watford game. That would have been very interesting if Watford could have somehow found an equaliser, but nothing going on there. That game remains 3-2. So West Ham 0, Villa 0. Villa have been absolutely remarkable defensively since the restart, and with Antonio off at half time for Alea, they have got a really, really good chance of keeping that clean sheet. If they do keep that clean sheet as it stands at the moment, they will remain in the Premier League unless Watford turn that deficit in that Arsenal game. Something potentially going on in the Burnley-Brighton game. We will get that in a second. D-Raj said the United lead, they hang on, just means Ole has just been handed an additional 40 million pot courtesy of the Champions League. This is how important this is. It could also be the catalyst for players like Jordan Sancho potentially, or whoever else is interested. They want to play Champions League football, so they need to finish in those Champions League spots. Leicester obviously have less of a need for that, but they have thrown it away. Leicester, it was in his own hands. Unbelievable. Still something going on, we think, at Burnley and Brighton, and we're not sure. We haven't had an update yet, and that looked like going to stay the same there. Harry, how's it looking at Chelsea and Wolves?
Wolves had just had a shot on goal. A few more chances coming from them. It looks like Chelsea are just trying to be as solid defensively as possible, just to see out the rest of this.
Yeah, makes sense.
18 minutes that's left here.
Makes sense from their position. So I keep asking this every time I ask it. We keep getting a goal. Something may have happened to Arsenal and Watford again. I'll interrupt you if it does. But Rich, any thoughts on early looks for players for next season? Who's impressed you?
No, I'm just so stuck in the present, Andrew. I can't really.
You can't even think about next season.
Think about anything.
No,
I would say, the relegated teams, there'll be a bit of shopping done there for
potentially
teams that are going down. So players like Campbell, will get snapped up. Obviously, one or two of the Bournemouth players quite experienced now with 5 years in the Premier League. They'll come on, but they, in terms of players to watch, I think maybe that young lad at Chelsea will get some more time. He's injured at the moment, Billy Gilmore.
He looks hell of a player, doesn't he?
He'll be possibly won't be overpriced again next year. It's all about value, isn't it? You want to get those value 4.5 million players. Are almost as important as the premiums to get right at the beginning, so you can give yourself the flexibility. Norwich have made a couple of substitutions. Vrancic has come on. I think Buki might have gone off, actually.
Lingard has come on, Man United, or Greenwood. That is a surprise. I wonder if this is a goodbye to Jesse Lingard, potentially, because he would never have come on normally, would he? I don't know whether they're giving him a last run out for 10 minutes. We will see there. Apparently a world-class save from Martinez from a Welbeck back heel. Wow, Martinez, what a find he is. He's turned up to be, with Leno being injured. He looked a real keeper. Great for FPL, but also, really good in real life. I think, he's not going to be happy sat on the bench potentially next year at Arsenal. I wonder if someone else will come sniff in for him. Apparently Harvey Barnes went close for Leicester a little while ago against Manchester United. And thanks as always, guys, for all the updates on the chat. It really does help us keep in touch all the games. This West Ham 0, Aston Villa 0 is such a big result for Aston Villa. If they can just hold on to this result.
Last 0-0, isn't it?
It's the only goal without a goal. Juve, Pleban, Lingard scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's just...
Silva, get something. Let's get something for David Silva before the end of the game.
Something's happened in that Man City game, I know that. It's a goal for City!
Get in there! Come on! Yes! Don't rule it out! Don't rule it out! Come on! I think it's going to be given. I think Sterling looks pretty happy with it. He's looking across to see if the linesman had his flag up, but I'm hoping he's onside.
Raheem Sterling!
Yeah, he's fine. He's onside. It's a goal. Yeah, brilliant.
At last.
An assist, I think. Come on.
A De Bruyne assist, apparently, for Raheem Sterling. Yeah. So De Bruyne getting all the points, but Sterling,
that's very important for me.
That is massive. That is a massive goal for mini leagues up and down the land.
Huge. It's huge for me.
And De Bruyne gets his assist for the record.
Yes, De Bruyne. Yeah. Oh, he does. He's got the record now, hasn't he?
Is that 21 assists now? Is it? He's got. Is that right?
I think that puts him joint on 20 with
Henry, wouldn't it? So De Bruyne gets his assist, and Raheem Sterling finally delivers. And my 9-year-old son downstairs shouted as Rich at the exact same time that you did, because he's also captained Raheem Sterling. I'll call him upstairs now to come and say hello. But yeah, Man City 3, Norwich 0. Probably look, and that's their 100th goal of the season as well. Man City. That's what Pep wanted, wasn't it? He wanted the 100 goals.
Yeah, I think you might find he might have those two guys off now fairly soon. Now they both, if he's got the assist record and Raheem's got them to 100, probably going to see them go off. Hopefully not.
Bournemouth have scored a third against Everton. And Steve Horanati just put in the chat, looks like a penalty for Bournemouth. I'm not sure if it was a penalty, but it's Everton 1, Bournemouth 3, and they are not giving up without a fight, Bournemouth. Interesting to see who would have taken that penalty. Josh King is their normal taker, isn't it? But Bournemouth giving it a real fight, but it could be too little too late. And if Villa keep holding on with 12 minutes to go, we'll see if
Son has been substituted.
Who else? Sorry, Son.
Son has come off.
Wow. So Heung-min Son off for Spurs.
Oh yes! No! Unbelievable.
Rich, you've gone from camera, Rich. You've gone.
Sterling, he almost had a go himself. Then he tees up Mahrez. Mahrez hits it at the keeper. The keeper and the defender between them stop it. But there's a dust up on the goal line. Sterling has to just tap it over the line, and it just doesn't. Defender gets his foot in the way of it again.
Oh my goodness!
It was so close to the second Sterling goal. Unbelievably close. We're still going to get another one here, City, before the end. It's just Norwich are going to get very tired here.
Apologies, Harry. What was that? Then we missed you.
2 changes for Chelsea: Giroud and Pulisic off. Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham coming on.
Tammy Abraham. What's going to happen to him next year? Do you think he's going to stay and scrap for his place as third choice striker, or?
I'm not sure. I think he might get loaned out again.
I find that a hard one to judge.
It is a tough one because he was really playing well, on merit, wasn't he, in the first half of the season? But it seems to have all gone wrong for Tammy Abraham. Yeah. Even though I do think Giroud is a really really good player. I thought he was fantastic at Arsenal. I was really surprised Arsenal let him go. But he's a top striker. Apparently dreadful goalkeeping from Pickford for that Bournemouth goal. Something may be going on at Southampton and Sheffield United as Nemanja Matic picks up a yellow card for Man United. Apparently Vardy going close a couple of times again. It looks like it may be a bit of a siege at Leicester, who need to score 2 goals, Leicester, to get into the Champions League. Aston Villa are just 10 minutes away now from staying in the Premier League with results going their way this afternoon with Arsenal beating Watford and West Ham, Man City.
Mahrez for City. I think it's another De Bruyne assist for for Mahrez. There's again another sort of pinging around on the edge of the box. Eventually, it falls out to Mahrez, and he's buried it. So something for the Mahrez owners.
Southampton penalty that was going on at.
Oh God, come on! Just get me some points, Ings.
Southampton.
Ings fouled, so if he doesn't take it, then it will be an assist.
Ings assist, will it? And was it a De Bruyne assist?
Yes,
said Rich.
Assist, yeah. Third assist was De Bruyne. Yeah.
So he's got the record now. Then.
Yeah. Mahrez makes it 4-0.
Mahrez.
So this is starting to look like this sort of day we thought it was going to look like. Really. I've definitely lost my mini league. The three De Bruyne assists.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's going to be really close on the hub one.
Oh, I think they scored that penalty again, Southampton. And in the chat,
will that be an Ings assist?
According to D-Raj, a Danny Ings goal.
No, great. Okay, so excellent. Yeah, penalty. Yeah, he took the penalty. Yes, that's good. That's good.
It looks like he might have taken that penalty. We will get that.
Silva has bid the game goodbye. He's walking off, replaced by his namesake Bernardo. So he's off after 84 minutes.
Yeah, I thought.
A small ovation from the 300 people in the stadium.
Yeah. What a player!
Didn't quite work out our master plan, did it, buddy?
Well, by the sounds of it, he was really unlucky, I think, wasn't he?
But, he was. He had a great game. He was hugely involved in everything. He's going around shaking everyone's hands, cameras on him at the moment, saying goodbye to everyone.
Oh, it looks like he's definitely off then, because there was talk of him potentially staying on for an extra season, wasn't there? But we will see about that. But Josh King got the assist, just to confirm. Josh King got the assist for that late Stanislas goal.
Man City goal.
What's that?
They've given no assist for that Mahrez goal.
Oh, have they? Oh, okay, that's interesting because it did ping around a bit off the defenders. It wasn't a clean assist, if you know what I mean. I thought De Bruyne got a touch, but I think that one will get argued for, Harry. That's interesting. Not that I want that because it's worth 9 points to my opponent, so I don't want it to be. I'd rather it didn't get it.
So Ings has definitely got that. Ings got the goal for Southampton.
Yeah. Still points to be had in the last 10 minutes, isn't there? Loads of points.
Oh, apparently Grealish has scored for Aston Villa.
Oh wow!
Grealish has scored for Villa in the 84th minute.
Adam, if you're listening, Adam, well done, mate.
That is unbelievable. That is unreal. Many congratulations to all the Villa fans. Yeah. What a result they have pulled out of the bag here. If they can hold on to that. Unbelievable.
Quite a lot of people brought in Fabianski on free hits as well, didn't they? It would have done for that game.
Yeah.
West Ham 0, Villa 1. Grealish, the main man. Could that be his last act for Aston Villa, scoring the goal that potentially keeps them up? That is unbelievable. The score in the other game.
Trent has come on as well after 85 minutes for Liverpool. So if anyone didn't take him out late, he's come on for a potential 1-pointer.
That's going to sting a lot of managers. That is, unless obviously he pops one in with 5 minutes to go. But as it stands, it's kind of looking pretty settled now, both in the Champions League spots and in the relegation zone. That Man United. Third now on 66 points, level with Chelsea on 66. So Chelsea now are looking definitely through. Something else going on actually now in West Ham, Aston Villa. West Ham have equalised against Aston Villa. West Ham have equalised straight away against Aston Villa for 1-1. So that is not good.
Who's down at the moment as it stands? Watford again.
It always was Watford and Bournemouth. But that Villa result would have put them safe. If Watford if West Ham score a second, Villa will go down with Bournemouth staying up. Or if Watford can overturn the result against Arsenal, but that one is still 3-2. So that is not good news for West Ham. Apparently it was a McGinn assist to the Grealish goal. Thanks everyone in the chat. Apologies, I'm not able to keep up with all the chat, obviously with all the action, all the goals all going in, but that is very significant that West Ham have equalised. That is not good for Villa. However, it does mean that they are still in the Premier League for the time being if they can just hold on and not concede another goal. Apparently Yarmolenko with a huge deflection. West Ham goal, a freak deflection off Yarmolenko. So sounds like they've been a bit unfortunate there. But nevertheless, 4 minutes to go in that game, plus any added time. West Ham 1, Villa 1. Bet Adam Hopcroft, our FPL.
Oh gosh, this is getting quite tense.
I can't even speak. Our podcast colleague is behind the sofa, because this is incredibly tense. If West Ham score another goal, it means that Bournemouth will stay up and Villa will go down. So it is so tense here.
I think Watford might. No.
And it is,
it could be a goal. Oh my God, he saved it. Ederson's racking up the saves in this game. That was nearly the clean sheets gone. It's been huge. If you had 3 City,
Liverpool have got a third. It's Newcastle 1, Liverpool 3.
Trent, is it?
This could be a mini league decider, and it's those who held on to
Trent
players.
Alexander-Arnold, then we really will get a kick in the teeth.
Newcastle 1, Liverpool 3.
I might leave this.
We will see if it is Salah or Mane or Trent. It could decide a mini league with minutes. It is Sadio Mane with the Liverpool goal.
Wow,
Sadio Mane.
Assist, is it?
Unbelievable. We'll find out. Thank you, Ezekiel, for that. It is a third goal for Liverpool. Unbelievable stuff. What is
goal? De Bruyne makes it 5. I don't believe it. I think that's a Mahrez assist as well. I think it. Well, it could probably is actually, because it's come off another defender. I don't know. He's trying to have a shot. Oh, that could make it even closer between me and Ben. Actually, oh my God, this is so ridiculous.
This is
horrendous.
Oh, Harry's mini league's gone after that De Bruyne goal.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be a Mahrez assist for a De Bruyne goal.
Yeah, we think it's going to be a Mahrez assist.
Bonus points as well, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, great finish off the post. Wow. 5-0.
5-0 Man City. Where was the other goal? I've lost track. Liverpool 3-1. Mane. We don't know who got the assist for that yet. If someone could let us know who got the assist for that goal, that would be superb. Every goal here is incredible. It's chucking mini leagues round, like mad. Declan Rice got the assist for the earlier West Ham goal against Aston Villa. They're into the 89th minute there. If they can just hold on, Aston Villa, they will stay in the Premier League for another couple of minutes. Arsenal 3, Watford 2 means that Watford look pretty much down. Something's going on in the Crystal Palace and Tottenham game now in the 89th minute. We'll see if we can find that. A Firmino assist, which is massive because if Salah would have got that assist, obviously that could have affected quite a few things. But it looks like a Firmino assist for Liverpool, which is really, really interesting there. Still no news from Palace and Tottenham. We will keep our eyes firmly now on those relegation spots. We're into the 90th minute now of West Ham and Aston Villa. I think we got our wish in all fairness with Man City, didn't we? In terms of a rout 5-0. Probably, wanted a bit more from Sterling, but Mara and De Bruyne. I took De Bruyne out for a -8 just to get Sterling in, but these things happen. I wasn't chasing a mini league, otherwise I would have left him in. But
De Bruyne over a free kick. Could be more points here. They're queuing up. So 92 minutes gone. Could yet be a 6th goal here. This could all be decided, couldn't it? And it's all over at Palace Tottenham. When did 1-1?
Yeah, that's all over Palace and Tottenham. It finished. We're into the 91st minute now. West Ham and Aston Villa.
Still going to come down to the bonuses here. This isn't it?
Oh, it looks like something's happened, Rich, in that Man City game.
I don't think so.
It looks like something's happened in that Man City game. We will have a look now.
Could just be. I'm watching it live, so it could be just a booking for Steve.
Okay. It may have just been a booking then, yeah.
Just the one.
We're to 91st minute with West Ham and Aston Villa. Aston Villa holding on. Apparently, Kasper Schmeichel came into the wall to attack at the United goal. Leicester desperate to score a goal or two. Arsenal-Watford is into the 91st minute as well. Looks like Watford are doing Bournemouth. What a result for Bournemouth. 3-1 against Everton, but it's not going to be enough as it stands unless West Ham score. Apparently, Steve Horan, 3.8 million Williams on for 3 bonus for Man United. That is unbelievable. Apparently, Man City Norwich has finished 0-0, Rich. It looks like that game is finished. 0-0. Finished 5-0.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's all over.
And we're hearing at Leicester Man United a Johnny
That's a
Evans
red card for Johnny Evans. Yeah, Johnny Evans has been sent off.
That has probably put paid to anything that is going on there. All eyes on this West Ham and Villa game. If Villa can hold on, they will stay in the Premier League. It is so close. 1 point. You think over all those seasons, all those games, all those goals, it goes down to 1 point. Apparently, it looks like a straight red as well for Evans by the sound of it. Apparently, a horrible foul on Scott McTominay. Liverpool have beaten Newcastle 3-1. Southampton have beaten Sheffield United 3-1 too. We're just waiting for the results of the other games to come in. All eyes on West Ham Villa. The 93rd minute there now. 93rd minute in West Ham Villa. If Aston Villa can hold on, they will stay up. And Watford and Bournemouth go down. That game isn't finished yet. Everton and Bournemouth now looks like it's finished. Looks like it's going to finish Bournemouth 3, Everton 1. They're still playing at Arsenal and Watford into the 92nd minute there. And Burnley and Brighton 93rd minute there. And Chelsea and Wolves 92nd minute there. Harry, how have Chelsea looked? Have they just sat back after that lead?
Yeah, they haven't looked to create too much, just sitting back on that 2-0 lead, just trying to get the 3 points that we need.
Yeah.
They've done that. Wolves haven't really created too much and made it too hard for us, actually, which is a surprise having watched us defend for most of the season. But yeah, 2-0 seems fairly. They've got a free kick here on crossing it in, but that is cleared away.
All over. Bournemouth have won 3-1. Is that enough to keep them up?
Nope, it's not. They are going down, Bournemouth, and it's because of West Ham and Aston Villa. This is the last game, the 94th minute now. If Villa can hold on, 94th minute, it looks like something's happening in that game, which I assume means that it must be full time. We will check now. It's West Ham 1, Villa 1, 94th minute. Apparently they're still playing, but we will see now. They're still playing at Arsenal and Watford. Bournemouth have done their job, but it wasn't enough. Unless West Ham get a very late goal here now at 1-1. Chelsea 2, Wolves 0 into 94th minute. There looks like that one will close out. Well done to Chelsea. A really good season for them. Well done, Man United, who look like they are going to secure something there as well. Seb Fox transfer fail, sold KDB and Bruno for Sterling and David Silva. Yeah, I think you've been slightly unfortunate there, Seb. And it is over. West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1.
They're still waiting to see if they've done it or not, I think.
Aston Villa stay in the Premier League by 1 point from Bournemouth. The only thing now is if Watford score 2 goals in the 95th minute, which is incredibly unlikely. And it looks like it's going to be full time as well in that Chelsea Wolves game as well. They're still playing at Burnley and Brighton. Burnley 1, Brighton 2. And it's still Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Looks like all the full times are coming in now. But as it stands, Liverpool win the league, 99 points. Man City second on 81. Manchester United third on 66. Chelsea fourth on 66.
Yeah, United have done it, I think.
They scored. I think Man United have scored a second late on. I think Man United might have scored
Lingard,
a very late second. In the 97th or 98th minute. Yeah, Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Was he in any of your wild card teams?
I'm just going to wait and see who got the assist here. I think it might be a Rashford assist. Oh no, Rashford went off.
Unbelievable.
Rewinding it. Hang on. It just comes from I think it's just an intercepted back pass, actually. Yeah. Oh, Schmeichel makes an absolute mess of it. And Lingard, no assist given. Just latches it's like that howler from the Who else made a cock up the other week, kicking it out as a keeper, got tackled, and then absolute howler. Lingard pounced on it and finishes the game. It's 2-0 all over.
90 seconds left in Arsenal Watford. It looks like that is over now. It looks like Watford
is over with Brighton.
Bournemouth are going down. We'll just wait for that final Watford game to confirm because it looks like that may have finished now. The Arsenal and Watford game as well into the 96th minute. There looks like that will be over. Yes, it is. I think that is all confirmed now. So final stand is Liverpool win 99, Man City second 81, Man United third 66, Chelsea fourth, Champions League 66, Leicester slipped down to fifth 62nd. Spurs actually finished above Wolves on goal difference in the end to finish sixth. Wolves seventh, Arsenal eighth. And then going further down to relegation zone, Norwich down on 21, Watford and Bournemouth both relegated on 34 points. Villa managed to stay up. Unbelievable for Aston Villa. Very well done to them. It looks like that's that Arsenal game. I don't think that Arsenal game's actually been confirmed as finished yet, but it should be.
I think it has now.
Everyone's saying Schmeichel assist for the Lingard goal. It sounds like it's an absolute howler. So yeah.
Full time at Arsenal.
Full time everywhere. Wonderful stuff. Just to say, so we put out a competition earlier for a random hub membership for those who took the time to retweet and follow us. The winner for that, so I'm just going to do a random draw down a couple of those. Let's have a look. FPL Wales. So FPL Wales, get in touch with us. You have won a free 1 year's Fantasy Football Hub membership. Congratulations, FPL Wales. That is a really, really good prize for you. Rich and Harry, thank you so much for joining us. I felt like I talked the whole time there, but there's so much going on. But thank you so much for coming on, Harry, as our special guest. Really enjoyed your insight there.
Thanks, Harry. Game. Good to meet you, and good to see Chelsea get in the Champions League as well.
and thank you, obviously, Rich. Thanks for all this season for your great insight and I love it how you go off the camera when someone doesn't go your way. You have to fly. I absolutely love your passion.
Throw myself back on the sofa with emotion. Yeah.
And thank you so much. Most importantly to everyone in the chat, everyone who supports us. Thank you so much for tuning in and interacting with us. This stream wouldn't be anything without your support. It's very much appreciated. Please remember to subscribe to us in the bottom right hand corner and set alerts now so you don't miss anything in the future. If you enjoyed our content, Fantasy Football Hub have been nominated in the end of season FPL Podcast Awards, which includes this live stream. If you enjoy our content, we would really appreciate it if you can go into the description below. It's near the top and vote for us. It only takes about 30 seconds, but it would go a long, long way for us. We would really appreciate that. We will see you live for Game Week 1 next season, which is looking like it's going to be Saturday the 12th of September. As usual, we'll be covering the 3 p.m. kickoffs. So from all of us here at Fantasy Football Hub, we hope you have had a great FPL day. We hope you have won your mini leagues, and we wish you a lovely summer break. We'll see you in a few weeks. Bye for now.
Bye all. Take care. Cheers.